Okay. So this is everybody. Welcome to the first episode of Give a Crit.
Hi.
I think, right?
Hello.
Yeah, Give a Crit.
Give a crit.
We're gonna do a quick go around and say who we are outside of the game and probably who we are inside the game before we make actual introductions in game to each other. I'll go first. I am Yonch. I am the DM.
You're also the only one whose details are on the sides.
I'm also the only one whose details are on the sides, because fuck you guys.
Excellent, thanks.
Yeah, I'm sorry, we'll fix it next time. We'll fix it during the break. Probably.
We're just advertising ourselves.
My bad, sorry guys. I had to fix everything this morning when we imported it over. Oh, somebody else followed. Hi, thanks. Tyrannic. Also, thank you, Spoken Spruce, for earlier. My bad, apologies. I think it went over Dave. I think the alert is like just over Dave.
It is over Dave's face, yeah. Every time someone follows is over Dave's face.
Let me move the... Oh my god, it literally won't move it. Anyway, Joe, go ahead. You're next.
Sure. I'm Joe. I play Gregor Delilah, a Half-Orc Bard.
Who's next?
Next would be you, Briar.
Hi. I'm Yona from Yonchandyona. I'm playing Briar Inarel, the elf wizard. I was trying to figure out if I was half elf or elf there. I'm elf. Just
Okay, next is Thal.
Hello. I'm Dave, and I'm playing Thal Inarel, the big green Dragonborn Paladin. Also, that is not staying on for long.
And finally, we got Husker.
I'm Songbird. The mask stays on forever, so I'm not a fucking coward. Dynamo, Husker Mayfield. I'm a druid.
Show it. Show the sign.
if we can see it.
It's very hard to see, but it's there. Can we also do a quick clap for this amazing stream layout that Briar made? Just golf claps.
Fantastic. I don't want to clap directly onto my microphone.
My favorite thing is the cat in the corner that's animated and like moves its tail and stuff.
That's
great.
That's cute.
Amazing.
My favorite thing is the character portraits, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes. So a cool thing is that we'll slowly, as we play, the 4 characters that are in the stream will slowly rotate through on that little character profile thing to the right. Hopefully, they should.
Yep.
Don't lie to me.
They have been.
They have been. Okay. You all look so cool. I'm screaming. Thank you. So there isn't really much introduction, so we'll just get back straight into it, I guess. Let me pull up my notes. I say that and then don't have my notes.
Let's go.
Yeah,
I have nothing.
Let's get right into it, but let's also not. A third screen would be very good for this.
A what?
A third screen would be very good in this moment. Here we go. Okay, so I set up some stuff for all of you. So who wants to go first? So you can either choose, or I will roll a dice and pick one of you randomly. The dice?
To go first and do what?
Do the dice to be introduced to the campaign.
Okay, somebody roll me a d4 and tell me what you rolled.
Do it in the chat.
D4.
Okay, we'll do it live.
Do it live.
Okay.
4.
Oh,
is it 2?
Dave, sorry.
So 2 is Gregor.
Gregor.
So Gregor,
Hey.
we open the scene as we fade into view. You open your eyes to the crash of steel in the middle of a bloody battle. The smell of iron and death just assaults you, and a large warbeast of feline shape, 6 legs and tentacles bursting from a reef of shadow surrounding it, lands in front of you with a massive boom, decimating your entire tribesmen as it lands. It looks up in the air, sniffing, and then gazes at you. What do you do?
Hello? Would you like some meat? I think I have some meat.
Roll me persuasion.
Maybe some meat? Sure.
I'm gonna need people to say what they got this time because I can't see it, so.
Got it. Persuasion. 20, not nat.
20, nice. So you sort of like pull out some meat and you hand it out towards it. The this creature looks at you, and as it gazes, its eyes flare with this green, deep green energy, and it slowly starts making its way towards you. Very, very slowly.
Okay, I'm gonna sit up and I eye my axe. Like, maybe, I think would have it next to me.
Yeah.
So is that a no to the meat? And I hold the meat out as like a distraction, right? And I'm
Okay.
slowly putting my other hand towards my axe just in
Roll me a
case.
sleight of hand
Drops
as
stuff.
well.
All right. I will do that. 14.
14, okay. So as it slowly starts, like, crawling towards you very, very gently and very slowly, approaching you, like, as seemingly as a tiny bit timidly, you slowly reach for your axe, which it doesn't seem to notice. But as it gets within, like, 10 feet of you, without any ability to react, it just pounces on you and bears you down to the ground. I'll let you make, roll me, like, a dexterity save to see if you can avoid it. The DC is very high, though.
Okay.
I'm scared.
19.
The DC was 20, no lie.
No, what?
Because
Okay.
as it's bearing down on you, it stares into your eyes. These not even you can't see the eyes because it's just wreathed in shadow. It's just these single points of green light. As they burrow into your soul, you wake up, ready for your day of adventure ahead of you. Today you had planned to head from where was it again? I totally wrote this down.
Indonesia?
No, it was because
Citadel?
You were heading to Citadel, I believe.
Right.
Yes. Yeah, you were heading to Citadel for your own reasons. I won't spoil those. And that's what we'll end with you. Somebody roll me a D3. I don't know if it works on the thing.
Oh, it might not. It might not
A
work.
D3, I don't have that
It only
shape.
has the classic Ds.
What the fuck does that shape
Only
look
the
like?
classic Ds.
Only the classic Ds.
Somebody roll me a D3 on roll 20. Just do 1/R 1D3.
I won't do it this time because I did it last time.
1/R. What is it?
1D3. Well, space 1D3.
1.
/R
D3.
1d3.
Nope,
That
didn't
work?
do it. Wait, slash. Did I do it wrong?
We did it wrong.
Oh, you did it.
Did it wrong.
Don't need the one at the start, babe.
Don't need the one at the start, babe.
It's
Don't
just
need the one at the
/R,
start?
1d3.
/R space 1d3.
Yeah.
Bear with us. Some of us are new to Roll20. Some of us are experienced with Roll20 and still can't do it. So
One.
Right.
one.
It's a 1. You
One.
have to write code to roll dice. And,
Thal.
Ooh.
Our vision opens up into a rundown temple. Once magnificent and vibrant, you can see that the years have not been kind to this establishment. The large hall, dim and lit only by flickering candles. What seems like silence soon becomes a low guttural hum that has always been there but never really noticed. It seems to be emanating from these cloaked figures shadowed around the room. Repeat after me, Thal. Through my acts of mercy, kindness, and forgiveness, I will kindle the light of hope in the world and beat back despair. I
For
can't.
my acts of mercy and kindness and forgiveness, I will kindle the light of hope in the world, beating back despair.
Where there is good, beauty, love, and laughter in the world, I will stand against the wickedness that would swallow it.
Where there is good beauty, love, and laughter in the world, I will stand against the weaknesses that will swallow it.
Where life flourishes, I will stand against the forces that would render it barren.
Where life flourishes, I will stand against the forces that would render it barren.
I will delight in song and laughter, in beauty and art.
I will delight in song and laughter, beauty and art.
For if I allowed the light to die in my own heart, I cannot preserve it in the world.
Or if I allow the light to die in my own heart, I cannot preserve it in the world.
And he takes one deep breath, and finally, I will be a glorious beacon for all those who live in despair, and let the light of my joy and courage shine forth in all my deeds.
I will be a glorious beacon for all who live in despair. I will let the light of my joy and courage shine forth in all my deeds.
He takes one step down. As he does, he pulls out a holy symbol, of course your holy symbol, and hands it to you. This one's very well made of like a solid silver. As he hands it out, he also pulls from behind him a sheathed sword. Or what weapon do you use? I didn't actually check.
Mace.
A
Also
sheathed
glaive.
mace.
Sheathed me.
He pulls out a
Alright.
mace, like with a tie around it, so you can attach it to your belt, and hands it out to you. Go forth and be the light.
Thank you, sir.
And as you say that, we fade to black, and after that, you start heading back from Avalhen to Citadel, after taking your oath of the ancients. Dun, dun, dun. 1d2.
1d2.
A coin flip.
Coin. That's a quarter.
2.
2. Okay. I think, did you manage to avoid yourself?
I love it if I've avoided myself.
You did. Husker. As you're walking through the city of Citadel, you're doing your casual thing. You're watching people perform, and you're maybe throwing out a few tricks here and there. But all of a sudden, your body starts to begin to feel weak, and your mind feels like it's slipping away as your body becomes limp and falls. As you hit the ground, expecting to be met by cold, hard pavement, you are instead greeted by a warm, slightly damp, open field. And as you look up, it is just endless grasslands in all directions. What do you do?
I assume I am dreaming or something. I have been instantly incapacitated. And obviously, I open my wings and take flight.
You take flight, okay. As you fly way above the grasslands below you, everything seems to just make sense. You can hear the grass whispering your name and saying welcomes to you, and you can hear the trees calling to you just to be near them and just to experience them. Finally, though, as you're soaring through the skies, the wind takes a turn and it starts battling against your flight. And as you start falling out of the air, all you hear is the ebon, and then you wake up on the ground of Citadel. Ready to set off to Elysia, I believe. We discussed.
Something was in my drink.
And finally, Briar. Briar, we come into your scene and the faint smell of smoke and dust caress the old oak table for which you have decided to roost. You sit there whispering melodic arcane words to yourself, enjoying the peace, when suddenly you actually feel a firm thud against the side of your head. And as you look to see, it's actually your book and quill just floating next to you.
I try to grab it out of the air.
Oh yeah, okay, you grab it. What do you do next?
I flick through to see, I hold it in front of me to see if it does anything.
As you open the first page and hold it in front of you, it forces itself back closed again.
I'm just like, that's not right. I get up, I neat up all my various notes, pile them all in my arms, and I just start running to the head enchanter's office. I'm like, excuse me.
Okay, as you start running down the hallways and you duck and dive out of people's ways, you burst into the head enchanter's office, and as you do, he turns to you, throwing out his arm in one motion, and seems to be throwing an object towards you. Do you try to catch it, or do you just let it fall?
I guess I try to catch it. Can I see what it is as it's coming towards?
Roll me your investigation.
difficult.
Or perception probably is better here.
Perception. 18. I did it.
Yeah,
Guys.
it seems like a coin.
Oh, yeah, okay. I catch his coin.
You catch his coin. As you reach out towards his coin, you hear him go, "You must leave." And you grab the coin. As you grab the coin, as your palm makes contact with the coin, you feel your body pulled away from your being. As you fall for centuries and yet seconds. You find yourself outside a small hamlet, a few hours walk outside of Citadel. In your hands, with the coin, now a note to board the caravan that just happens to be passing by.
I head over to the caravan nearby. Hello? Sorry.
He looks down at you, he just puts his hand out.
I just give the coin and the note.
He just takes the note and then gestures behind.
Okay.
Some things of note. As you get into this caravan, you notice a few different individuals, humans, elves, not really anyone of note, but one large yellow and black Aarakocra man.
I take note of this very bright individual and sit like on the other side of the car from him.
Okay. Next moment of point, just we'll get back to that in a second, sorry. Gregor, you had to take the long way to Citadel for a bit of a cheaper fare. And as you go up and around, somebody joins your car, and it's again very similar people. There is a few more odd characters in this one. There's a few fish-like people with like gills and scales. But the biggest one of note, as he slowly climbs onto the caravan, is a very heavy armor-clad green dragonborn.
I take out a notebook and start writing descriptions of this person, because in his mind he's like, wow, he is quite large and looks like he might be a war hero of some kind. I think.
Your
Okay.
diary. I met a green friend today.
As you all move on your travels, did you two want to say anything to each other, or are you just going to keep it
I'm
quiet?
gonna keep an eye on him, but I don't think I would approach him necessarily.
Okay. Would Bird Boy approach?
I'm looking at her like I'm giving her looks, and then I'm like preening, and then I'm looking at her, I'm preening, looking at her. I'm scoping her out.
Okay. And then our story finally begins with two caravans passing in the night.
Dramatic.
As you guys pass, you all hear the creaking of wood and the snapping of metal as
Oh no.
everything goes black.
Perfect.
Hey,
timing.
Dave dead.
Dave literally
Dave's
went
dead.
dead.
Perfect.
Everything goes black.
Everything goes black.
So creaking of wood and snapping of metal. So caravans likely. Likely the caravans. Sweet.
I'll fix Dave's camera, considering by the time he gets back
True.
here we'll be fine.
Fix Dave.
Fix
Dave. We just crash into each other. Like our pilots were asleep at the wheel.
Imagine.
Our caravan drivers are getting
Crashed into each
fired
other.
after this. Jeez.
Dang.
Yeah, really, somebody's getting fired for this.
I'm gonna sue them.
What I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn Dave's camera off for now, and we'll just keep going.
Okay.
It's fine. I have an excuse for him already. As you all wake up,
He's dead.
he died.
Dead. Oh my god.
As you
Killed
all
him.
wake up, you all waken in a dark room. Who has dark vision?
I think I do.
Oh shit, do I have to?
Do half-orcs
do.
have dark vision? I feel like they...
You do?
Alright, does.
I believe so. Yeah, I believe half orcs have dark vision.
I have dark vision.
You have dark vision?
I think everyone
Yes.
except
Where
Thal
would it-
does. But I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Dragonborn don't have dark vision. That's just bullshit.
Yeah,
They should.
they really should, but they don't.
Hey, that's up
Racist.
to you, dog. You want to give him special eyes?
No.
No, not in this one.
Oh.
He usually gets specialized, not in this one. He can earn his
I gave him
specialized.
special eyes.
He can
Is the
earn
camera
them.
showing?
Not
No.
yet.
Oh my god.
No, my god.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my
Sorry
god.
about that.
It's
Also,
okay.
I took the mask off.
Yeah, that's fine. We
changed it
respected that.
back.
half-orc. Half-orcs do have dark vision, yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
everyone except
So
Thal.
everyone has dark vision except for Thal.
That makes
Poor
sense.
bum.
Yeah.
And
Well then,
Okay,
everyone,
man.
everyone but Thal, who can't seem to get his camera to work right now.
He's in the darkness. What do you mean?
He's working on it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which is
he's in the
fine.
dark.
It's not a big deal. Just for now, we'll call it that. Let me get back to my notes. I got very lost during that kerfuffle.
The chaos.
You all working in a dark room, which those three of you that have dark vision can see perfectly, although in shades of grey, rather than colour. You can't make out any colour. But you do notice that you are all tightly bound with rope to some metal loops that are hammered into the wall above you. Husker, specifically you, have your wings also tied together.
God damn it.
Sucks.
Been bundled.
A bit more additional information about the room. The room is about 10 feet by 10 feet, so it's a very cramped space. You guys are kind of like all touching, regardless of whether or not you want to.
And comfy.
You also all have been stripped of anything but your needed gear, so like your jacket would have been taken off, for example.
Get it out of here.
All of your weapons and armor and not particularly the armor, all your weapons and belongings, like bags, have been taken away, and you don't have them right now, but you still have your armor and your clothes and stuff.
I don't have one on me physically at the moment, but would Gregor still have his pan flute? Would they have taken it away from him? Because you would have it on a necklace.
Sure. Yeah, you can still have that.
Okay.
They seem to have very, very rushedly done it. They didn't take anything that would have taken more than a few minutes to take off.
So I didn't take
Got
a
it.
book or anything like that.
Is just reaching down to blow into the pan flute.
Let me turn Dave's camera back on.
So I think I missed something.
You look
Oh,
like
yeah.
a stagehand.
Yeah.
It crashed.
I know.
Or a floating head.
We crashed. Our cars crashed.
It's not
think?
good.
As the two caravans were passing in the night, you heard the creaking of wood and the snapping of metal, and everything went black.
I
Maybe
see.
it was a fall trap.
And they
Maybe
were
we
tied
fell
up.
into something.
And now you've awoken inside of a dark room, about 10 feet by 10 feet, that you can't see any of this, so don't worry about it. But you can notice, and everyone can notice, a very faint, I believe it's blue, let me check. No, sorry. A faint but deep red light emanating from under the door. Not illuminating anything, just you can notice it because it's a colour below the door. Have fun. Oh, there is, the door specifically is to the east of you. There is a door to the east of you that has this light emanating from under it.
So we're bound.
You are
That's
bound.
my favorite direction.
Yeah, exactly. I did it on
My
purpose.
favorite direction. I'm struggling immediately.
Okay,
I'm-
what do you wanna do?
What?
Just struggle? We just struggling?
Yeah, I mean, you've bound my wings, so I'm immediately extremely uncomfortable. I'm wriggling like a monster.
Okay, do you want to roll me like acrobatics or athletics to try to break out or slip out? Anyone else want to do anything?
I do acrobatics?
Yeah, acrobatics or athletics.
Which of the spell components is the one that means physical, like your hands need to be?
Somatic.
Damn it.
It's a 25.
A 25. Yeah, no, that's fine. So you have your arms behind your above you being tied, and you sort of start sliding them. And as you slide them, you like push them up. They seem to have been very hastily tied, and you manage to slide your hands out, but your wings are still bound and your legs are still bound.
Sorry, my hair and my
I'm a bird. My anatomy is probably pretty strange to them, so they didn't account for that. So I got my hands loose. I'm trying to get the wings off. That's what I'm concerned about.
Okay.
Fuck all these other assholes. I'm getting my wings off.
Yeah, no, now that they're off, you don't really need to make a check. It's just some like tying a knot, and like it's fine. You can easily get your wings free. What's everyone else want to do?
I want to try and break free too.
Okay, roll me in athletics or acrobatics. Anyone that just wants to use pure strength to break out, acrobatics or athletics.
Can I have my like book floating in front of me as I'm trying to go through all my spells
Yeah, sure.
to see if there's anything that I can use. I'm like,
That's actually a good point because your book isn't with you, but
oh,
as you think about it, right, because you have control over it, pretty much.
yeah, pretty much.
From under the door slides this book, and as it does, it poops out the other side, slowly floats up in the air, and opens in front of this elf woman.
I just look awkwardly at everyone as it's floating over. I'm like, Then-
I like fall to the ground on my hands and this book just like rolls through. If anyone's got some answers, I would like them now.
Me too.
Yeah. One moment. I cast Mage Hand to try to untie the knot that's.
Does Mage Hand require somatic components?
What? Oh, that's what that S means, right?
Yes, that means that you can't move your hands and therefore you can't cast it.
What if I wiggle my fingers?
Roll me. You're a bard, right? Roll me a charisma check.
That's how bards cast all their
check.
spells. They just do this.
They're just jazz hands, you know. Might be doable.
Right.
Go for jazz hands, bud.
Charisma. 21.
Sure, you will go. Just so happens that Mage Hand only requires the minimum movement.
I finger dance in my hands tied, and I cast Mage Hand to untie me
Awesome.
completely.
Yeah, so yeah, you managed to get it undone. So then your arms are now free, and you can now untie the rest of you. What did you roll, Thal?
I rolled a 12.
You try as you might. You summon all the strength within you. You summon your holy strength. You can't seem to make them budge. They seem to move with you.
Do I notice him? Because he can't see me.
You see a large green dragonborn
Okay.
man
Struggling.
struggling.
Just watch for a while.
Also, no particular heraldry of any god.
Oh, okay. Just a large man in some heavy armor.
Just a large man in some big armor.
Okay, that's fine. Not recognizable yet.
Hello, Dragon Man. Do you have any intent to hurt me in any kind of way?
He's the one tied.
Oh, of course not.
He's
Okay.
bound to the wall.
Okay, well, that is good. I am about to untie him. I just wanted to make sure that once I do, he doesn't try to hurt me. Anyway.
Oh, some help would be appreciated. Thank you.
Sure, I'll do that now. And I untie him.
Do whatever you wish. Do whatever you wish. I'm investigating the door. I don't give a shit about these people. I'm trying to get out of here.
Okay, the door. As you try to unlock it, as you try to open it, it seems to be locked.
I start pulling on the handle.
Start pulling on the handle.
Yeah, just
Roll
whatever.
Roll me like an athletics.
Okay.
You can easily free Thal. The elf still seems to be bound to the
I'm
wall.
just fascinated by
yes.
Husker trying to open the door.
It's actually 17.
17. Roll me a percentile. Roll me a d100.
I'm gonna untie Briar as well.
Okay. Your arms get
You don't
untied.
look dangerous, so I will untie you.
Thank you.
You don't look
77.
dangerous. 77. As you're pulling on it, you pull as hard as you can, and you hear like a sound. And then you move it. Seems to open fine. You don't know what happened. Maybe it was a good thing.
Yeah. Can I peek my head around?
You look around and you peek in. As you peek your head round the corner out of the door, you see you're met with like a small corridor with a door at either end, one to the north and one to the south, though the one to the north is slightly closer and also the door is slightly ajar.
All of you, be quiet back there. Yeah?
Uh-huh.
What do you see?
Doorway. 2 doors. One is slightly open, so keep it down.
Okay.
I need to confess something.
What?
Right down.
I cannot see very well.
Oh,
Hey,
that's fine. Just stand in between us, I suppose. Okay, Birdman. What's your name?
Birdman, are you going to reduce all of us to our physical racial traits? It's very rude.
He's
Oh,
just
I
met
will-
us.
I will call you
Feathery
Tooth.
one. Feathery
Oh,
one.
Jesus. I will call you Toothman. Okay, very well.
That's fine.
We get out of here and we can exchange pleasantries, okay?
Okay.
Is everyone free of their bindings? You figured that out yet?
I'll
Yes.
look around to see if there's anyone else in here with us.
No one else, just you four.
Hold on.
Okay.
Though there does seem to be more hoops on the wall, like there could have been more people, or there is room for more people, which would have made it very uncomfortable in there. But
Sardine can.
Can you open that? Just point to the door that Husker's been trying.
it doesn't.
No, but
Yeah,
can we
it's
like go
I like
through
move it a little bit, like
Can we go?
it appears that way.
Can we? Is there anyone
Well.
behind it?
Not that I can see.
Okay.
How about Toothman? You go first, huh? You see
Just
anything,
for-
invite it.
If I can just quickly budge in, just for the the stream, if we could stage whisper, that'd be great.
Sorry, is it too low to hear?
No, Iona mostly.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Okay.
No, it's okay. I mean, just generally like whispering, stage whisper, like, yeah, no, totally, I'm totally whispering right now.
Yeah. Whisper voice.
Have you listened, or did you just look?
What? I'm always listening.
But better. Like, did you pay attention, or because we were talking?
Oh, be my guest.
Okay.
I step back.
Roll perception, sure.
Okay, feathery man. Pardon me. I go to the door and I want to put my hand out, like to see if something happens.
Like out of the door.
Yeah, out of the door. I do like a, as if like I'm triggering a sensor or something. I just want to see if
You
anybody.
like wave out of the door and nothing seems to
Yeah.
happen.
Okay.
I rolled a 16 on perception because of my keen senses.
16.
You satisfied? Were you looking for a high five?
I was looking for traps or
With a
something.
16, you actually hear a very faint melodic speaking. Maybe
far
like
away.
maybe like ominous chanting, like in the distance.
Swear to God. In the distance,
You're
though.
so fucked.
Yeah, like not too far away.
Like not in this next room.
Not like in this next room, but like maybe like a few rooms from now.
Okay, so I hear some
Yeah.
like creepy musical voices. Not
Oh,
next door.
does the music sound good?
I mean, the pitch was on point.
God.
It's pretty good.
Trapped at a musical.
I
We
don't
have
think
to-
it's I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's something we want to go towards. I don't think it's like a performance.
Inclined to agree. So how about it, Toothman? Go ahead. Find the way out.
So,
That
all
was
right.
just so-
Gregor is extremely nervous, but he realizes the physical presence that he has, so he tries to live up to that as best he can. And he, quick, do you guys have any weapons with you? Mine seems to have been taken.
No.
That's the floating journal. Yes.
They took everything.
Okay.
Did they take my bow?
Yes, they took all
They
your
took my
weapons.
bow.
Okay.
But not my bow.
Can I cast Mage Hand again, and it could be like a fist in front of me, like
Sure,
waiting
yes.
to punch? Okay. I do
throw
that,
up
and
your
I
punch.
He's throwing hands.
all right. So, which sorry, I don't know your name. The greenhead one. Which direction did you hear the voices coming from?
I mean, sort of from if the north and south, probably from like northeast through the
About
walls.
northeast-ish.
Okay. So
That
was
was
it
the
from
open
any of
door.
these
So,
these doors? Did
the
it
door-
come from?
The door to the north is slightly ajar. The door to
Okay.
the south seems to be closed.
Okay.
So sort of
So-
closer to that one.
Okay. So do you want to go to the one that's open or try the one that's closed?
Probably we should go away from the creepy singing.
Yeah.
South.
All right.
I'm pushing Gregor. Like,
Okay. Okay. Sure. All right. Fine. Listen. You could have gone ahead of me if you wanted to, but you picked
does
me.
that seem wise? Does that seem wise? You hit
I-
something, you can put it in the ground, yeah? Come on.
You're very contentious.
I'm
I-
irritated.
I cartoon tiptoe towards the closed door.
Okay, yeah, you can't tiptoe. As you're making your way down, you notice like a small chest not particularly that small, like a chest with like a few bags around it. Some of the bags look familiar.
Oh, hey, is this? I searched through it to see if my stuff is there.
Yeah, you find your bag.
Hey, I believe our stuff is here. If
It's
you
like
want to take a
escaping
look.
Skyrim prison, where they keep all your stuff in
Everything's just in a
like
pile for
a
you.
chest.
Directly adjacent to yourself.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Just in your line of sight to taunt you.
Because I've still got a hold of Thal's hand, I'll just like guide him over to the bags and be like,
Thank you.
Well, once you come out here now, you can see because there is a very faint
He can
like
see.
yeah, in terms of everyone can see because it's illuminated by like a very faint, but deep red light, like I was saying. So it's very. The
We
whole
see a
place is baked
source
in,
for
like, a
that?
totally unobserved.
roll perception.
Oh, okay.
I like, because I'm
I'm
too
good at
focused on
perceiving.
those two fighting right now, I kind of just take Thal, pat his hand, and then like walk away, not actually
21.
looking at him, and just continue.
21. Yeah, you see, it actually seems to. At first, it didn't seem like it was coming from anywhere, but as you concentrate, it seems to be slowly, like, slightly seeping through the cracks in the brick around the room.
Whoa.
Like that. Don't like that.
Grab my bag. So.
Grab your bag. Everyone can just get back their supplies,
Get
so.
my stuff, get my stuff.
Woo.
Like sifting through all my shit. Like making sure they didn't take any of my stuff.
All of your stuff is accounted for.
Oh,
Every
thank
single
God.
thing is in
Every single thing.
Okay, good.
I got good stuff.
And there's a door ahead of you, and then there's a door further behind you that was slightly open. Just remember, the door behind you, to the north, slightly open.
Yeah.
Got it. I want to try the door that is closed. Very
The door
quietly.
that's closed, you
Mhm.
open it easily. As you start to open it, it does start to creak.
Okay.
But you can really gently open it.
Can I open it very slowly, try to limit the creaky noises.
You get
Do
that
I
really
see
annoying
anyone-
creak where it goes like.
Yeah. I hate this door.
What is going on?
As you open the door, you notice the remnants of what seems to maybe once have been a spiral staircase that headed up, but is mostly collapsed in on itself, blocking the way. Roll perception. Anyone that's looking into this room, though, on top of that?
Yeah, I'm looking over Gregor's shoulder. Like,
I will too. I got a 20 perception, not nat.
18.
18. You do
There's
see.
slide in there, right?
Yes, very faint, so you can see. You have to do a disadvantage.
I'll take that.
I'm looking over my stuff, I don't care.
What did you roll, Thal?
12.
12, okay. You don't see anything, Thal. The two other boys, though it is Gregor does catch it first. You both notice that.
So sorry.
You both notice that there is among the rubble. There seems to be a small, like, wooden box, like very small, like a jewelry box size. That seems to be buried under a little bit of the rubble, but no, it doesn't seem to have broken.
Let me see if can I extend my mage hand fist to go and then
Yeah, you
just
can
grab
go
it.
grab it.
So gently.
Okay.
I want you to gently punch the box over. Like you can't extend it.
Yes,
Is
you
that-
pick up the box.
Yep.
Is that the totality of this room? Is what used to be the spine staircase?
Pretty much. It's like
Okay.
a circle room that you imagine used to go upwards. That used to be like a stairwell, but there doesn't seem to be much left of it now. As the box returns to you, it's like a dark oak wooden box with like a very faint silver or rose gold. It's kind of hard to tell in the red light. Gilding around it, but there doesn't seem to be a clasp or a way to open it.
I try to see if it like spins.
You try to like twist parts of it, and it's like as you try really hard to twist them, you start hearing like the creaking of the wood, and you think maybe I should stop.
Right. Or keep going.
I'll keep going.
I'm just tapping it with my beak, like while he's trying to do stuff.
Right.
You keep like you're like, oh my god, I think I have a part, and then all you get is like a dunk right on the top of it.
I want to turn it to see if anything's like knocking around in there.
As you turn it, you do hear something moving inside.
Right. there's something in here. I don't see that there's a way to really open it. I show it to the other folks. Do you think this is a puzzle? Is this any of yours, actually? Did you lose this box?
If it's use it as a weapon or leave it behind. Am I the only one who cares about getting out of here right now?
Okay, well, alright, I'm just gonna take this with us, and hopefully it doesn't explode in my bag.
Why would it do that?
Are you
I
scared
don't
that
know.
it's magical? I can check if it's magical for you.
Yes,
Oh.
Yeah.
Look if it's magic.
Husker is just the voice of the audience.
Husker's
Does
like,
nobody
"Why
care
are you
about just
moving?"
getting out of here?
Yes, perhaps
Great.
if you do want to check if it's magical, sure.
Yeah, I'll
That
carry
would
it.
be-
We can keep walking and talking.
Okay.
I take it.
Okay.
And start casting detect magic on it.
What does top magic require?
It is a ritual spell.
Okay, so you need to stop moving.
Wait a second. It doesn't require any items.
Okay.
Technically, normally the duration is 10 minutes, but because of my spell casting, it is instead its normal casting time.
So how long is that?
1 action.
Okay.
So I just do it.
We'll have to revise that. We'll look at that
It's
though.
part of the official rules.
And
If
we'll
it's
see
a
about that,
nerf you.
won't we?
I know.
I'm gonna nerf you.
But no,
I can
no.
only do
it-
it once a long rest.
That's fine then. So no, as you're walking, you cast detect magic, and you through your eyes you see a very magical resonance coming from the box and something within the box.
Magic.
But also as you're looking around, you see because you can see magical things within how many feet?
30 feet.
30 feet. You see coming from the room that you're heading towards. What can only be described as just like you know how like with Widowmaker's Ult, how you can see the shape through walls.
Yes.
It's just like long square, like rectangular shapes.
Okay.
That's it.
Also, I assume everyone here has a magical aura of some kind to them. I think.
Yes.
Okay, so I just kind of look at everyone and go, huh.
Magical bird person.
Yeah, no, this is magical and something magical inside it also. And I point to the rectangles. Through there is also something pretty magical.
Okay. Well,
But it's like a
I'm sure.
oblong square.
Okay. Well, let's be careful with that little box then. Otherwise, to the door. Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Take it away, Tooth Man.
As you approach the other door, slightly ajar. Who goes in first?
I'm pushing Gregor
Okay.
Okay.
out front. Like he doesn't get it. I'm pushing him.
Okay. You're much smaller than me, feathered one. So just watch yourself, please. Mind my personal space, if you could. I'm going. I slowly open the door to make sure. I don't know. See, are there creaks?
As you open the door, it doesn't seem to creak too bad.
Okay. Cool.
Demo door.
I look around. Are there to see if I see anybody?
Okay. As you look in, you see a very large hallway that has like many paintings lining the wall. There's like small oak side tables with like what you could imagine was once potted plants and are now just like jars of soil.
Okay.
And like old books sort of laid on top of them, small trinkets strewn about the place. The carpet, which was once maybe red, has now turned like a dark brown with like big long rips and carves through it. You also see midway through the corridor are 2 arches, one to the left and one to the right. The right one seems to be. Let me make sure. The right arch seems to maybe have once had doors in it that seem to have crumbled and fallen away with age. The left one has 2 very large, solid doors that look to be made of like some sort of stone that seem pristine.
Oh, wow. Okay.
As soon as you walk into the room, your detect magic dissipates.
Oh, that's not good. Wait,
What?
I think about how long the
What?
spell has. No, that's not good. Yeah, this room has no magic, or has a dampener on magic of some kind.
I see. Is there like dust on everything, or is it just? Do I
There's
see?
some dust around you.
Okay. It looks like this room is in somewhat of a bad order. Let us. Well, I don't know. I walk in, having not noticed anybody.
Yeah. So there seems to be lining the walls. There seems to be many paintings, most of which, seem to have very much been taken by time. The paint's faded. There's dark groove marks in them where people like have cut them and stuff like that. Some of them are missing, and they're just places where they used to be. If you want to roll perception or something, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to see like what's on the paintings. If there's anything.
Okay.
Same.
That is
Does he like the
depicts
painting?
cool stuff.
13.
Does he like them?
What did you roll?
Nope.
What did you both roll?
I got.
13.
13. Go
I
ahead.
just got an 8.
An 8.
That's it.
Nice. 8. There's not really much. You keep going up to them and looking at them, and like they seem to be like faded, like paintings of Elysia, perhaps. Like whoever's been there would recognize that. Like like the wonders that you can see from there seem to have been taken from that perspective. Most of them with the 13. You do notice one thing is that there's actually 4 paintings in different places around the room that seem pristine, like untouched by time. They were paid this morning.
Keep a note of these 4. They seem to be protected in some kind of way, or they're new.
All right.
Seem more important.
Does that terribly matter?
Yes, if we're in a magically closed off room with pristine paintings, they're either new, which means they're hiding something, or they're the only magic allowed in here, which means, they're important.
You mean the magic has been dampened? Your magic is gone?
Yeah, the thing I was using to find magic, it turned off when I walked in here. In fact, I try shaking the box and opening it to see if it does anything different.
Well, there's no like ridge in it to open it.
Yeah, like I try shaking it.
You shake it.
Stuff.
I mean,
Shaking it.
tung, 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 tung.
I mean, I thought maybe because there was no magic on it, it might just like fall open, but I guess not.
I'm gonna try to wild shape.
Okay. What do you turn into?
A cat.
This big bird person ahead of you into a small feathery cat with yellow and black. It also has a small beak rather than a muzzle.
I come down to his level. I'm like, "Are you a druid?"
What gave it away?
You hear?
Oh, yeah,
Wow.
Fascinating.
You've
So
turned
I'm
into
just
your
gonna-
greatest enemy.
I'm gonna skitter around the room and just kind of like look around, jump up on shit.
I just get around the room. You notice that the door to the right seems to go into another room.
But the other,
The other one, the stone door seems to be very. Well, it seems to be closed. You haven't tried to open
the
it.
block up. Okay.
Yeah.
So I sort of
What are
linger
the-
in the threshold of that room.
Okay, as you get into the fresh room and look around in that room, it has many old books. It seems to be like maybe some sorts of an ancient library. Many like big bookcases filled with literature. A lot of the tables and chairs have been broken and falling apart.
You've been kidnapped by a librarian.
Are there any
Like,
old
deep
books
shit game.
about war or battles?
As you go and start like moving the books, the one that you pick up just crumbles to dust in your hand.
Stop.
Oh, all right. Sorry. Okay.
Like a meowing
Sorry,
laughter. Like I laugh at him.
Okay.
I'm gonna like
All right.
very delicately start moving things out of the way to see. Like, I'm like, what are you looking for?
Roll like a sleight of hand. Very high DC. These books are incredibly old and not been taken care of at all.
12.
Anything about old wars or battles would be. Oh, that one seemed to have crumbled
You
too.
go, wait, stop. Let me see. And you gently take the corner and just boom, and it
I
to
just
dust.
start tearing up. I'm like, no. Be right back. I go like through to the other room.
Go back into the hallway.
Yeah.
So it's best we leave that then.
Is there any egress to this
what's up, Thal?
library?
I would have stayed to like look at the paintings,
Okay, I'll come back to that in a second.
specifically the 4 that she mentioned.
Yeah. What were you saying, Sunbird?
I like art. I was wondering if there's any other doorway out of this library or if it was a closed room.
No, there seems to be there seems like windows high up on the wall, but they seem to be covered in something. It's kind of hard to tell when there's something right up against it. You can't quite tell what is covering it, but there is no light getting through.
Can I reach it in my cat form?
Roll me like an acrobatics as the cat.
Oh shit. my cat stats.
Can
Cat
I
stats.
do?
Why don't you talk to Thal about art while I look up
Yeah,
cat
I will.
stats?
Over with Thal. Thal, you're looking at the paintings. Any in particular? I didn't really describe any of them, but like 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Let's say 2.
Okay, 2. As you walk up to it, you see this painting seems to be like a depiction of like a large savanna-like environment with four huge beasts with like long appendages sprouting from a huge head with these wide flat ears and these very column-like legs.
Okay. What about 1?
1, as you make your way around, seems to be like two like medium-sized deer-like creatures with like spiraling horns rather than antlers.
This does not help. I'll look at the other 2.
Okay, so 3 is one very large cat with light-coloured fur and black spots like rosettes across the body. And the 4th is 3 large birds of prey with razor-like talons and sharp curved beaks.
Still
I
doesn't
got a
help.
13. I got a 13, by the way.
Okay, 13. You sort of like start hopping from like table to shelf, and you crawl up and you start scratching into the wood, which probably makes someone uncomfortable here. But you manage to crawl on top of it and like start pouring at the window, and as you manage to pour enough so that it opens, and dirt just cascades in onto the ground until it piles up into like a climbable mountain, and then seals up again. You seem to be under quite a lot of dirt.
And drop down onto the dirt and just start like pawing around in it, just making like upset noises.
Looks like some very rich soil. Could make some good crops there.
Nice.
Not my main concern, but thanks.
We start farming
Drink.
business down here.
Yeah, but we live here now.
I want to go check the door, the pristine door.
Okay, yeah,
archway.
you go check that archway. It has these, like I said, it has like 2 large stone doors. But on top of that, it seems to have a long piece of parchment that seems to be broken up into segments. Maybe not particularly large. Maybe it's long and thin. Is probably the best way to put it. Like a receipt.
Okay. Like a receipt. Sorry, I do not know your name. Greenhead one. Does this paper look delicate to you? Do you think, can I touch it?
It looks like parchment.
It looks like parchment? Okay,
Should be fine.
I grab it as carefully as I can.
As you try to grab it, you can't remove it from the door, but where your fingers make contact, for a moment, like for a few seconds afterwards, it leaves like an imprint of like dots where you touched it in like a blue glowing light, and that's after like a couple seconds fade away.
Hey, that was fun. We'll do it again.
Alright, I do like dot and see if it...
You do like 4 dots. You do notice as you do that they seem to be cut up into 4 segments.
Is this a bug?
Okay.
Dot. It's about like head height.
Whose head height?
I don't know your height. Like
Because I'm like 5'2".
5'11" head height.
Okay, so I'm like... like trying to tap on it as well to see if anything happens.
Yeah, as you tap on it, it leaves behind those little
Same blue
glowy bits and then fades away after a while.
Is it rolled up? Is it like a rolled?
There seems to be like a roll at the end of it that you could like maybe pull it and rip it up, but whenever you seem to move it, it doesn't seem to move. So, you know, if that was like left over from the enchantment process or something.
Right. Can I try to pull it or pull something if it seems pullable?
Wherever you try to pull it, it doesn't seem to move, but it also doesn't seem to rip either. It's a bit like trying to move like latex, like that's been like attached to something. It stretches a little bit, but doesn't seem really give.
Is there something written on it?
No, nothing written.
Nothing written on it. Can I do like swipe?
You swipe over the whole thing.
To see if it
the whole thing
anything.
like goes this like blue sparkly texture for a second and then fades away, like mirrors the fading away as you swiped it.
I thought maybe.
I wonder if this is a key or something that we need to press in a particular order in order to have this door open.
Could be.
So this is the totality of everything we can reach, right? All other doors are been
There's still
explored.
that half-open door to the door.
I'm trying to think.
Right.
No, you've been through that half-open door, no.
Yeah, that was this.
Oh yeah, that was this one.
That was
Yeah.
this, yeah.
Probably from what you guys have noticed. If you wanted to make an investigation, tell me what you want to investigate, and you can go ahead and roll.
No, I mean, if that seems like I tried the window. Window's no good.
Window
so
is
they're
no good.
The window wasn't gonna work. They're pawing at this shit. Okay, I'm dropping the wild shape. I'm immediately pointing at 4 paintings and then the 4 parchment. I'm like 4.
Right.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
I
you're
look.
keen on puzzles. Figure it out.
I'm keen on songs, not puzzles, but perhaps we can put our minds together. Which
But tell me
one
more
of
about
these?
your hobbies. What was your childhood like?
If I go touch a different parchment, is it also blue?
Which parchment?
Like the next one, because you said 4 parchments, right?
Oh, I assumed you were touching all of them. Yeah, they do the
they're all
exact
blue.
same thing. Yeah.
Okay.
They're all blue. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so these paintings, okay, we have these 4 beasts with long appendages, yes,
If you can find a clue in this, then I'll be impressed, because I can't.
Very good. I look at it as if I see something. I don't. And I go to the door and I do 1, 4, 2, 3 from left to right.
You just tap them.
Yeah, 1, 4, 2, 3.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Can I
Right.
try as if I'm writing something? I don't write anything in particular. Like write my name or something on the parchment to see
write?
if it stays. Like I write my name.
As you write it, it's like you
But it
actually get through the
stays up,
word. It
but
stays
goes
for a few
away.
seconds and then fades away.
I want to go up to the one right, open sesame.
It works.
You try, nothing happens.
Dang.
That one
It's
always
worth a
works.
shot.
How about we all touch one parchment at the same time?
Sure.
Okay,
Alright.
I've got this one. I
You all
touched
touch
4.
you all touch a parchment? Just to make sure you all
Yeah.
touch a parchment. Okay, nothing happens.
Rude.
When I look at the paintings that I pointed out, do I know these creatures?
Roll me an intelligence check.
Okay.
I'm going to base it off the average intelligence of the people in medieval times was not particularly
Yeah.
high enough to identify most animals.
And it's not what. Oh god, I rolled so bad for my intelligence. I rolled 8, so never mind.
Yeah, no.
Wow.
Does this count as me having seen those animals and therefore can wild shape into them?
Sure, yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
Those
yeah.
are good animals
hey.
for future
I just need a picture book and then I got my bestiary all filled out. Oh, hey, that's good news.
Okay.
Do you know what these are?
See,
Those look like birds. That was obvious.
Oh, good job. Good job.
I look at Husker for a second.
On that one.
I'm gonna let you guys talk whilst I quickly run to the kitchen.
I look at Husker and I go, I presume there are different kinds of birds and not just all of you are bird. Right.
right. So, okay, cats eat birds. So, okay, this painting could go perhaps in front of this painting.
Sure.
But the deers
Sure.
do not know
Sure. Whatever you like.
the deers.
No, I mean, like,
Wait.
specifically what kind of bird it is. Like, do we know
Right.
that? You turn in animals, I just thought maybe you might know. Also, you're a bird.
Good job, dear. You made any headway? None of this makes any sense to me. You have a floating book. Clearly, you are learned. Can you not cast some sort of spell to just break whatever binding is keeping us here?
I mean, I told you this room dampens my magic.
Then dampen my magic.
I tried.
Can I do an
to cast
intelligence
it.
check on these creatures?
Go ahead and roll an intelligence check. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna try. I'll just cast like dancing lights near the Dragonborn that was having issues seeing earlier.
I got a 7.
A 7. You don't recognize
Yeah.
any of these animals.
Alright, my intelligence sucks
You know
ass, but I'm gonna
what?
try.
You know what?
That's a 3.
I'll also let Gregor roll advantage, and I'll let Gregor roll for advantage on one of them. So just roll again, and I'll tell you if you get it right. And I'll also let Husker roll advantage on the birds. So roll again, and I'll tell you if you get the birds.
18.
That's a 16.
Okay. We'll do Husker first. Husker, these birds, very. Once you look at them properly, like you wipe off some of the dust. Very obviously falcons. So there's 3 falcons. 2 seem to be like locked in like a battle of some sorts, and one of them seems to be swooping by. Which ones are those again? Okay, yeah. Gregor, from being from like a sort of hunting family in terms of like like very like knowledgeable of the world, you do recognize eventually after you take a while to look. The 2 deer-like creatures with the horns are a very rare species called an impala.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes, I do recognize these lovely ones. These are impalas.
And they're the 2 grazing next to each other.
Right.
I write down in my like notebook Impala and Falcon as they're saying them to me. So what are these 2? I look back at the other 2 again. One with the column legs, and the other one.
Large cap, bright coloured fur, black spots, and rosettes.
And what was that? Just like an indiscernible beast? Like, what the fuck? In my head, I'm picturing like an elephant. Oh shit. Alright.
Do I need to roll intelligence? Because I would never have encountered either of these animals.
Roll intelligence with advantage because you're a learned person.
Yeah. I would know maybe they exist, and that's about it. Intelligence. 17?
Okay. The large cat with light coloured fur, black spots, and rosettes is a leopard. And so that's the 1 leopard, and the 4 large beasts with long with a trunk, column, legs, huge head with wide ears is an elephant. So there's 4 elephants, 2 deers, a large cat, and 3 birds of prey, which are falcons.
2. They're not deers. They're
Impalas.
Impalas.
and then 1 falcon.
No, 3 falcons.
3 falcons.
1 leopard.
Yeah.
I tried to move one of the paintings.
You can move it.
Okay.
Doesn't really do anything, but you can move it.
I pick up the one with the 1 cat on it. I sort of trundle over to the parchment, and I just try to put it against the parchment.
you slam against the parchment. You leave it there for a few seconds, and you bring it back, and as you do, you see that the piece of parchment hasn't changed. Like it's still just a normal parchment, but nothing's happened.
These doors don't have any identification in terms of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's not like door 1.
It's one door.
Oh,
Four
one door, 4
parchments.
parchments next to each other.
Yeah, in a row next to each other.
Then, okay.
Number of creatures in the painting maybe indicate which one we press. Subsequent. Does that make sense?
We could write the name of the animal, right? Maybe that would work in the order.
Oh.
So like 1 is leopard because there's 1 leopard. 2 is falcon
Right.
or
Let me
impala.
let me try that. I'll go to the first one. Just write leopard. So there's 1.
As you start writing, you write L for leopard, and the L as you write it goes green, and then locked, and you can't write it. And then whenever you trace the rest of the word leopard on there, it doesn't change.
Well, the L is correct.
I go to
So-
number
Okay.
3, and I do an F.
You write an F, and it goes green and sticks in place, and you can't change anymore.
I go to the 4th one.
Okay.
On do your part.
Yeah.
Fourth one, you do E.
Come on.
Alright, and I go and do the which one is it? I guess the second one? Is that right? Yeah, the second one, and I write I.
I, and it sticks.
L I
We did it.
L I F E.
Yeah.
Life. And as you do, you hear the and then scraping sound as the doors open ahead of you, and the doors open out into what can only be described as carnage. There is large grooves in the floor dug in a pattern, like carved out of the stone in the ground, like channels that just seem to be overflowing with blood. There seems to be people ripped in half and draped over chalices, like a large chalice in the middle of the room, and hung off of walls, and just gore everywhere. And as you enter this room, you see your first shot of light as you look up into the air, and you see in the roof a great chasmous hole in the roof that seems to be letting light shine directly down into it. Around the chalice in the middle of the room seems to be a thick, oily, like black substance.
How big is the hole?
Maybe like 40 feet by 40 feet.
I was hiding behind Gregor, but once I saw the hole, my wings are open. Like I'm about to get out of dodge. You can all go to hell.
This is not what I was expecting to see.
I'm
You're full of great insights, aren't you? And I'm revving up.
And you
like
start
I'm flying
flapping.
away.
You start flapping out to leave, and as you're about to leave through the hole, you know, like you're looking directly at the hole, and all of a sudden, blackness, like the sky has gone dark. But not, it hasn't. As you get closer and closer to it, you notice what seems like individual red feathers, incredibly large. They seem to be flying past this hole in the roof for what feels like a minute, just non-stop trailing past until you see one large, maybe the size of I'm trying to think, maybe the size of a grand ancient oak tree, fly past the window as these long, sleek, shiny red tail feathers flap in the wind behind it, as an incredibly colossus feathered creature passes over the hole and seems to be turning round to come back in for another pass.
Come back
Do I
down.
notice that big bird?
Yeah, everyone notices that as the shadow.
Alright.
It's kind of hard to make out the feathers at first, but you definitely make out the giant talon.
Oh man.
I come right back to the ground. Nope. I'm behind Gregor. Oh,
Feathered one. Do you know that other feathered one?
are you No. No, I don't.
Okay. Is anybody? I try to see if anybody's alive in this room.
No.
Other
He's
than us. Alright.
looking for pulses.
You walk around checking, and you check someone's pulse, and you almost think there's a pulse, and then you look up at him and realize he's just a severed head, and you're like, maybe not.
Exactly.
He's spent a bit of time walking
Okay.
around checking, but no one has survived this.
Can I investigate
see.
the like black ichor on the floor? Can I like
Sure.
get a bit and see like
You grab a
what
bit
happens?
and you touch it, and like as you like touch it between your fingers and you pull it away, it does like that slimy thing where it like attaches to all of your fingers and like ekes out between them, like making small bridges between them.
Can I like sniff it?
You sniff
Oh.
it.
Don't eat that.
It smells. As you bring it to your nose, you sniff it, and it smells like rotting flesh and brimstone and like sulfur.
Burnt
Gross.
bodies, probably. I
Right,
just sort of
probably.
like rub it on the wall.
You run the wall.
Yeah.
Your fingertips
Is
like
there-
stained black.
Cool.
Do it.
Are there other doors in here? Or is there another door in this room?
Yeah, there's another door on the furthest end. The furthest
Okay.
end.
Right.
Past all the. We gotta wade through some organs to get there.
Mhm.
I look to see if there are any. I don't know. I guess there's no one's alive, so I just want to keep an eye out for any enemies. To see if we're gonna get.
Everyone
Hop
roll
on.
everyone roll perception as you're exiting.
17.
Natural one.
Natural
So
one,
five.
nice.
No disadvantage this time.
Nope.
17 for me.
17 here too.
Oh my god, 3 7 All of you, apart from Briar,
That's why I have glasses.
notice that one person seems to be dead in a different way to the rest of them. Doesn't seem to be, although covered in blood and guts, doesn't seem to be their own. They seem to be fully intact, like sort of like like with their arms below them, lay face down against the ground next to the door. They also don't seem to be covered. They also don't seem to be clothed in these sort of like dark robes that all the rest of the bodies seem to be clothed in.
Face down.
Yeah, face down.
I'm gonna try and flip them around.
Oh, careful! You shouldn't disturb the dead.
What if they aren't dead?
Good point. I look at what he's doing now.
Yeah, you grab them and try to flip them over, and as you do, you notice that they're like cradling a satchel. Like seems to be like an older human man, very war-torn face, like scarred, and even in death seems. I mean, especially in death seems a little bit vacant. Thank you.
Defo dead. Like Defo deceased.
Like gone.
Oh, okay.
Um,
He's wicked dead.
What's wrong?
So, is it just a regular like sack? Does it have any markings on it?
If you take it away, if you pick it up, seems to be like a very generic like leather sack,
Okay.
like satchel. But the clasp seems to be a certain like iconography. Everyone roll me intelligence checks to see if you know know this thing.
Not really.
Shit, I'm stupid.
Not
Ah, fuck.
Arcana.
14.
9.
Nope.
13.
Maybe.
I don't roll higher than you.
Yeah, how the.
My rolls
The
are
wizard
bad
rolls
today,
are bad.
that's all.
What'd you roll, Dave?
14.
14. Okay. It seems very strange you didn't notice this. It seems to be like a concoction of different arcane symbols, but like all as one symbol. I will draw it up for next week. So you guys can see that. But yeah, it seems to be like a lot of different arcane glyphs that just seem to have been formed into a logo. Like, you know how people like make logos out of their name, like the letters in their name, kind of like that. You know, like basic bitch thing of like making your artistic logo out of the letters of your own name.
Sure.
Do that.
Wild.
Monograms is back. Let's go
Um,
back.
so we do this in the name of exploration, right? I'm gonna open this bag, and this is not disrespectful, right?
No. He's dead.
Get out of here quickly before we get eaten by the enormous bird. Come on.
Okay. I take a look in the bag.
Okay, as you open the bag, situate the bag and then open it, and you roll me a dexterity save.
Damn it.
Bye.
It explodes.
Ooh,
Old man
natural
had an
failure.
Oh,
I
Natural
got a
one?
5. Oh,
Okay.
1.
Yeah, it was a natural.
Oh, no.
five.
Oh,
That's
it
fine.
doesn't really matter on the chats, I'm just wondering.
Right.
Okay. Where is it?
That's fine.
As you open it, this small needle fires out of it into your neck.
That's my favorite.
You are
Dang it.
poisoned for 1 hour. And actually, what did you roll? You rolled a 5?
Yeah.
As it hits you and the poison overtakes you, you pass out.
Oh, it looks really. Blink.
And then this orc that just opened this goes, wow, it looks really. Woo! As he hits the ground with a large foot on top of the body covered in guts.
Oh, no. And I pull him
That's
out
a
from that.
shame.
You pull him up, he's unconscious, he's out.
Would this count as No, that's 0 hit points. Never mind.
not relentless endurance.
Damn it.
He's trying. I'm trying the door. I don't. He falls unconscious. I take a beat and then I try to.
Okay. Whilst you're getting him up, Thal, if you shake him a little bit, he wakes up. It isn't that deep.
It isn't that deep.
It ain't that deep, bro.
It's meant for like one person alone, like finding it and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll pick him up like this.
You could do that?
I
He's a
just,
big boy.
He's a big boy.
I'm a bigger boy.
Alright.
You are a bigger
Damn.
boy. Okay, fair enough. Big boy hierarchy.
So I'll pick him up, just shake him a bit.
Okay. You do
Oh,
so.
sorry, what happened? Did you?
Just don't look down.
Why are you holding me?
Yep. Well, you can come down now if you want.
Yup.
Okay. I try to gather myself. Why do I have guts on me? Why do I have blood? Is this
See-
mine?
No. You're fine.
Okay.
Baby.
Well,
You
Alright.
you opened the bag, and then you fell over.
oh, it seems I may have opened that bag with too much haste and perhaps got poisoned.
It was a bad back. Don't touch it.
I
Okay.
don't think Gregor can do anything with too much haste.
Right.
No, he certainly
Uh,
can't. He's a very
can I-
calculated boy.
Go to. Well, did any of you look in the bag again? Did you find anything?
Are you kidding me?
Do it.
If you want
I
to
wanna
try
kick-
again, you want to go
I
for
wanna
round
kick the
2?
Do it.
I'm gonna kick it.
No.
I'm gonna go kick the bag.
Hold on. No.
Okay, kick the
Let me handle it,
Alright.
and I'll just straight up open the bag again.
You open the bag and you look inside. Inside there seems to be a single scroll.
I'm sorry?
A single scroll.
Oh
How
god, I
much?
thought you said squirrel.
One
I
squirrel.
was like, so excited.
New friend.
No, the squirrel shot him.
He has a little crossbow in his hand.
Yeah, definitely. A badass little squirrel. Damn it, right.
Those ones look like some D&D spice to me.
Damn, this gets... Alright, read it for us, Thal. Can you read?
Oh my god. You guys are rude as fuck to
Damn.
each other. Just an outside observation.
I want to remind you that I know you're stressed. We're all trapped down here, but we're trapped here together. And I'd like us to work together if we're gonna get out. Okay?
Right.
Read the scroll.
I'm on board.
I'm gonna open up the scroll and read it. Can I read it?
Yes. Well, first of all, as you pick it out, you notice that it's addressed to the King of Citadel.
Oh shit.
Sweet.
But to
cool
pause
to
it
know.
for a second, Thal, as you look up, you notice it seems weird that you haven't noticed this before, but the elf that's with you looks exactly like your sister about 16 years ago.
In this moment.
He's like, wait a sec. I'll read your
That
scroll
neuron
in a
finally
minute.
went.
Alright?
I just want to mention that. I feel like you should have realized that by now, but I just want to make it clear.
That synapse finally fired.
I played it that way for a reason.
Okay.
Because of the absent-minded complication.
Okay, yeah, now you realize in this moment.
Hey, wait a minute.
Hey, wait the fuck? That's my
Who are
sister. She's like 16 years old here. What the
What's
fuck?
going on?
Read the squirrel.
Read the squirrel.
Wait, am I reading it out? I'm reading it out. I'll look up after.
Okay, you can read it first. You open it, even though it's addressed to the king. You did it. You mimed it. You did it. You
I
read.
am the king.
You look
Fuck.
to the king of Citadel. Absent-mindedly, you go ding, and just open it on up.
That's me, I guess.
This is. Wait. And I close it and read it over again, just who the recipient is.
You close the wax seal and you put the two wax pieces next to each other and you read the recipient. Yeah, King Ulfric. Yeah.
Oh.
We probably shouldn't read
Wait,
a letter
Ulfric's
that's
Ulfric, you
directed to
changed the
the
name
King
of
of
the
Citadel, right?
You're kidding me, right?
Wait, check. What?
Just read it.
Nathaniel. Sorry,
tried to take it out of
it's King Nathaniel, not Ulfric. My bad.
Nathaniel.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to take it out of his hand.
If you want to contest, Thal, roll athletics and how's we gonna roll athletics or acrobatics?
I'm not trying that hard. I'm just trying to like.
You're trying to grab it.
I'm impatient. Yeah, I'm impatient, so I'm trying to get it. But if he holds it away, I'm not gonna fight him for it.
If you want to read it so bad, and I hand it over.
Okay. I pick it up. I immediately open it up, like furiously reading.
As you open it up, it seems to be secret correspondence between a place called Tehembora and Citadel, or more specifically, a message from Tehembora to Citadel. From I've forgotten the name of the High Mage, but the High Mage of the Arcane College seems to be sending a message down to them. Do you want me to read out exactly what it says?
I would like to read it.
Yes.
Okay. It says, to Nathaniel. Oh, sorry, dear Nathaniel. I have been on the lookout for your daughter, but nothing has come up as of yet. Please send us more aid, and we will keep our surveillance of the different districts for you.
I like loosely toss it at Briar. Someone's kidnapped the king's daughter. I really couldn't care less. And I try the door.
I look over as well. Oh, hey. I mean, he's been around for a while. Wait, the king's. I don't know any women.
You don't know. It is kind of common knowledge, I believe, that the king's daughter was kidnapped. Was it?
I don't know.
I don't remember. You know now already. It doesn't really matter, but yeah, no, it is. It's blamed as the sole reason for why the war was started a long time ago.
Whoa.
Oh, that's right.
Look at war.
Right.
Who took my daughter?
So if
But yeah.
okay, so the daughter's still gone, it seems.
Wait, so
Well,
he's a human, right? I don't know much about Citadel. I only know a tiefling and me, so I just want to make sure that she's not his daughter, that's all.
I would know things about the King of Citadel. Yeah.
Yes, and checking over my
Think so.
notes, you can correct me, Dave. Here, checking over my notes, it was actually the king's daughter was supposed to have been killed.
Whoa.
Not what this letter says, but
I wouldn't know anything about that.
it's common knowledge that the king's daughter was assassinated, and that's what started the war. But the king seems to still be holding out hope, maybe.
she's still alive, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes,
we've
let's go.
opened this letter. Do you think we now should go? Will we be in the king's good graces if we deliver this message? Or will we be executed?
I don't think, I mean, we opened it.
We did open it.
But
I think we will be corpses if we don't get out of here.
You are probably right. I do not want to suffer the same fate as these poor souls. I would like to go to that other door on the far end.
You open that door and it leads to the top of a very grand set of stairs that seem to lead downwards into a more open room. Just for the same time, there isn't really much of note. You make your way through what seems to be like some sort of like old manor to a front door, which then leads to a very rough. Like you can see it from where you are right now. The only other door that you can see that hasn't been caved in is like a large old oaken door. And once you open it, it leads to some sort of tunnel that seems to have been rough, like cave system that seems to have been dug out. That you can very easily fall to the surface. And once you get there, you see that it seems that some sort of like large manor has sunken under the ground maybe a long time ago, and only like the very top of it and like the chimney pokes out from the ground now.
I look
outside?
up in the sky for the bird. For the
You look
big
up in the
scary
sky
bird.
and you don't see the big scary bird monster.
All right.
Yeah, like I was about to take off, and then I remembered that big scary bird, and I hunch back down. And I hide behind Gregor.
can I look around to see if there's like an identifying landmark of any kind to see where we are?
Do we know where we are?
Yeah, that's a good point. Let me look at them. Oh god, the map's on. 1 second. Why is all of my things on Discord? Okay. You would be. I'm trying to work out the logistics of what you guys did. You'd be going. You're in between. You're sort of like. I can ping, right? Yeah. You're sort of here between. On like the crossroads between Citadel, Clovermore, and Elysia.
Okay, so but we're pretty close to Clovermore.
Yeah, I need to get a picture of the map and pop it up on stream
Pretty
so
good.
people can see it. I'll be working on getting a map up on the screen so everyone can see the map of the world in a moment, but continue.
Cool.
Is it nighttime or daytime? Also.
It's daytime.
Okay.
I think at this point I fully catch on to who the fuck she is.
It's the sun. You've only ever seen her in the sun before.
Yeah. It's weird in the darkness and the red light, you can never quite tell.
Yeah, every time we were inside the house, you'd need to like call out her name, like echolocation.
What?
I just go over, just hand on her shoulder. Wait, Bree?
How do you know who I am? I look for my fists up. Wait,
You guys know each other.
It's Thal.
why are you so old? I like pull at his face a little bit.
It's been 5 years. What do you mean? Why do I look so old?
You need a better skincare routine.
Alright, here's a better question. Why do you look the same?
I have a good skincare routine. Obviously.
Well, you'll have to teach me.
No, but what? Why are you also in a cave with? And I like turn my face away like with these guys. Do you know them?
Oh,
No, you don't know.
no,
them?
what? You don't either?
No, I've never met them in my life. The bird guy was on a caravan, and that was the last. That's the only thing I know about him.
Actually, now that you mention it, I think I saw him on my carriage as well.
Wait, were we on the same carriage and we didn't know? Where did you come from? Where were you?
Where did you come from?
I was in Evelhen, taking my oath. And then I was making my way back to Citadel.
Oh, so we wouldn't have been on the same carriage unless there was some weird timey-wimey stuff. I can see
I know, I need to look at the map, I'm sorry.
nothing.
He's working on it.
That's so scuffed. I love it.
I'm so sorry, I need to look at the map. I don't have it saved anywhere else.
Snip, snip, snip.
Okay, continue.
Wait, so you were going to Citadel. We were leaving, I think, Citadel? Yeah. I think.
Yes, I remember you.
Yeah.
On the train? Not
Yes.
the train. On the caravan? You were heading in, the two of you. Our carts crashed together. That was that sound?
You were on my cart, weren't you?
Yes, I was. You're the large green dragon man, I noticed.
And I am.
Kind of like the color, don't you?
Perhaps this is a good time for introductions.
Oh god.
I am called Gregor Delilah, at your service, and I do a grand bow.
Well, that's a nice name.
It is. Thank you.
I'm Briar. Briar and Narrow, and I just sort of like put my hand out generally to all of them except from Thal.
Yeah.
I'm like, hi.
I shake Briar's hand. Briar. Very good. And you, Feathered One?
I think you could just keep calling me Feathered One. It seems to work so far.
Just gonna put
So
the
I-
Gregor map in front.
Is that not like
If you
me
happen
something?
to like Feathered One, that's I will do that.
I would prefer to call you by your actual name.
Yes.
Name is Husker. If you have any answers, I would like them now. Otherwise, I'm going to be on my way.
Husker. Okay, well, I don't know. I don't have any answers at the moment, but and you
Well,
Dragon Man. Dragon person.
Thal and Errol, also at your service.
He's my brother.
Pleasure to meet you all.
so you two, married?
No, he's my
Siblings.
brother.
You're
Very
correct.
far off the mark.
Yeah, we're that. Yeah.
Brother and okay, sure.
So,
Just a
Should we
reminder
make
to
our
anyone
way
who's just
to-
chimed in. Sorry, just a reminder for anyone who's just tuned in.
uh-huh.
Thal is a Dragonborn, and Briar is an elf.
And I'm 5'2",
Doesn't track.
and he's
Doesn't track.
Just
way bigger than
because I know we have a few. I just saw a few people drop in, so I just want to make sure everyone's on the same page here.
Can you just put the mask like in frame?
Just like on the back of your chair.
You know what? Not a bad idea.
Yeah,
Put it right there.
it's going through our character.
Like that's me.
Yeah, I mean, it's slowly just go through the characters. It's just if somebody hadn't noticed that part, maybe.
Yeah.
That looks great. That's such a cool mask.
Thank you. It's
Thank
not
you,
in
Josh-
frame at
Josh
all.
made it.
So we can see like the
Oh,
top
fuck.
of this banner and like pretty much nothing else.
Yeah, pretty much.
There he is. No, don't go away. Put you in frame.
You are literally a silhouette.
No,
I know.
There we go.
Very
I
good.
need a new fucking lamp.
So let's recap. Let's recap quickly.
Yes.
Me and you, I pointed Briar. We were leaving Citadel.
Yes.
You, Green Squad. You were heading into Citadel.
That is correct. As
Is
I
correct,
understand.
Arthur? Okay. Here's some noise. Carts crash. We wake up on the ground. Our assailants are missing. We solve a puzzle. We are now free. Can anyone puzzle that one out for me? Do you have any enemies who would do such a bizarre thing?
Shouldn't.
I don't know. I don't have any active enemies, I don't think. Perhaps my parents have enemies? I do not. I'm not aware of any, though.
I like take out the box again and shake it some more.
Oh, yes, that box.
And again with the box.
I
Wait,
feel
we
like
got our
it's
stuff
important.
back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So Gregor's got a battle axe or something?
I do.
I tap at it with my talons, like ting 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 ting. You want to know what's in the box? I think I have an answer.
Do you want me to swing?
Just break it. Just break it.
I put it on the floor next to him.
Okay, can I first try to use my, strong hands to...
Roll a strength check.
My strong
My
hands
biceps.
crack it like a phone book.
Alright. Okay. What's that do? That is a 10.
You try as hard as you can to twist it, and as you hear like the creaking of the wood, but it never seems to snap.
I hand the box to Thal. I think you might be a little bit stronger than me. If you want
Maybe.
to try
Could be.
to try that.
I'll give it a shot. If that doesn't work, Husker had a pretty good idea.
Yes.
Why don't you put it on your head, and he can swing his axe right down on top of it.
I remind you.
So break
it
through
is
the box,
magical.
and not your big brain, huh?
There is magic.
I
on
am
the
not.
box.
Oh, there is magic in it. Yes.
Hello.
Just reminding you, there is magic on the box.
Oh, what'd you roll, Dave?
It's fine.
Let's see. A natural 20.
Oh my god.
Oh.
You strain. It doesn't seem to budge. You hear,
Practice
I hear a
walnut.
ton of creaking. Like it sounds like it's to a point where you twist it so much it feels like it should break, and it sounds like when you are playing a piano and you keep pressing a note over and over again. It's like an audio track that keeps getting played over and over again, but not ever to finish. Like.
Got it.
No dice.
I suspect that if I swing my axe at it, it probably wouldn't be advisable. We don't need this box open at the moment, do we?
Actually, we are outside now,
Yeah, we don't need it.
so there's no
We
more
are.
magic field.
No, but now it has magic on it again. And
But my
also
point
that
is,
wasn't
Bree,
working.
you went to magic school.
Mhm.
You know this stuff. Do you know of a way to get it out?
I know of a spell called Dispel Magic, but I don't have it prepared in my book.
I know a spell called Dispel Box, and he's holding it in his hand.
How about this,
He's right.
Husker, since you're so keen on it? You go ahead and take a swing, and I hand my axe to Husker.
I take it. It's
Okay.
too heavy for me. I gotta struggle.
Husker, roll a strength check.
My strength's not good. My strength's bad.
Strength's still
That's a
better.
4. That's a big ol' whopping 4.
Okay, you manage to look it up onto your shoulder like a woodsman axe, and then you bring it down, and as you bring it down on top of the box, where'd you put the box, by the way? Is someone holding it still, or?
No, I put on the ground.
Okay, as you bring it down towards the
Hopefully.
box, you actually miss the box entirely and just plant this axe into the ground.
Give it another go.
I just leave it there. I just feel like I know what you wanted.
A valiant effort.
Don't patronize me.
We could just
Okay,
keep it
I
for
was
now.
poisoned the last time I opened up something I shouldn't have, so I don't really want to take a swipe at this box at the moment until we know better what might be in it.
I mean, I don't mind keeping a hold of it in worst case scenario. When I eventually go back and learn more spells, I can give it a shot with
Okay.
magic at some point.
I think that is the wise decision.
Should we
Now,
go to Clovermore and try and see if we can get a caravan? Maybe a drink.
Oh, I would love a drink.
yes. Yes, perhaps a Clovermore then, and that's fine by me.
Sure. I can. How far away would this be, right? From where we
How
are
many
right
dots?
now. How many dots are there?
How many dots are there?
Well, we're in a circle of many dots.
So we're going to pop up the map again on the screen very quickly. This is the map of the world now that we're talking about it, and I'm just not just covering everyone's faces. The players are currently in that little crossroad between Clovermore, Elysia, and Citadel. And to Clovermore, probably about 5 dots, so about 5 hour walk.
Okay.
But it
oh,
is
so
still
not
daytime.
days.
Not days.
Not days. Okay.
It is still daytime, so we could probably make it by
Right.
evening-ish. I look
Yes,
around.
about evening.
Yeah.
We might need to find
I'm
somewhere
up
to
for a
sleep,
walk.
But I mean, we don't have to sleep together. Just when we get there.
No,
Yeah, that wasn't
of
on the
course not.
table.
I didn't want it to be. I just awkwardly take my book and walk. Start heading towards Clovermore.
I'm looking nervously, at the sky, looking for that huge bird. I'm thinking
as-
about.
As you do
Right.
start walking away, you all notice on the ground is a very large red feather that maybe would have dropped off of it. It's about the size of a horse, like in terms of length.
It's a
Whoa.
big feather, damn.
Yeah, no, I'm not going. No, feet are on the ground.
And near it is sort of like as you like if you go near it, like just like looking at it, it doesn't seem to be like a long wing feather. It seems to be like one of like the small tufty like belly feathers, like the very small ones.
Oh wow.
Is it
Okay.
small baby feathers? It's the size of a horse.
How heavy is the feather? Can I drag it for a little bit?
Yeah,
Just ask how heavy a feather is.
it's pretty light, pretty light.
Blanket.
Well, if it's
Wait.
like as big as a horse, I don't know if.
No, I get it. Yeah, no, it's pretty
Feather
light.
Joe.
I drag it for I don't know, maybe an hour, and then I'm like, I
You're
don't
over
want to
it.
drag this
Never
anymore.
mind.
It is a very bright red. It's like vibrant.
Be cool to have.
If he drops it, I'm gonna pick it up.
Okay.
You just
We're
get
just playing.
past her.
Okay, we're just playing with this feather now.
Past the
Yeah,
feather.
yeah.
I don't know what you guys are gonna do with a horse-sized red feather, but go ahead. Pop off.
Red.
Cool.
Yeah.
Fashion is what we're gonna do with a horse-sized red feather.
I use druidcraft to light a cigarette. Start smoking.
You pull
I'm,
out-
I'm jonesing.
You pull out some like pre-rolled cigarettes and take one out, and then
Yeah, I'm smoking. I'm jonesing.
So, that is a bad habit, Husker.
No, say that again. One more time.
It is a bad habit.
I blow smoke right in his face.
Feathered one, you should not do that.
well, roll a Constitution check, Constitution save, really quick.
Okay. Let's see. What's that been? 17.
Yeah, no, you do. You look at you just let it brush over you and you go, you shouldn't do that.
I kind of stalk off.
Okay. I continue my walk.
Keep your
Oh my
feather.
god, so many people wanting to throw hands
Oh my
together.
god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Wonder what his problem is.
He's so moody.
I don't know. I mean, we're in a strange situation. We all don't really know each other, so it can
Yeah.
cause some.
Or it could have been that he's been trapped down underground. You're right.
Yeah.
But also, like, we were all in the same situation. Just
Mhm.
saying.
It's true.
Talking about me in earshot.
I have Mage
Slow.
Hand cast, and the Mage Hand is like doing like getting the smoke out of the way constantly.
Okay. You know what? At this point, it might be a good idea to take a quick break.
Oh, it's not
cause-
when the break's scheduled for this.
No, I mean just a quick one for like toilet and stuff like that because we've
Ah.
been going for about an hour and like 2 hours now. So
Toilet and drink and snack.
just toilet and drink and stuff, and we'll be back after the very short break.
Okay.
Thanks.
When does the big break
Okay.
take?
6.
6? Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, so we'll be back after a very short break. I hope everyone gets refreshments and toiletries and such. Don't get. Bap, bap.
Can is problematic.
I don't think we need that one. Can you guys speak?
Hello?
No, we do need that one. We don't need this one. Okay. Cool, we should be good. Let's head back to D&D RP. And we're all back.
Here we are.
Hey, careful
Scan
now.
it.
Careful now, Husker. If you product placement one more time on this stream without permission, I'm going to throw hands.
I'm so fucking sorry. Not sponsored by Red Bull. The gold Gives you wings, whatever the fuck the tagline is.
Oh my god, is that why you're drinking Red Bull?
Bum bum bum.
Get some of that,
This guy gets.
some of that ninja money.
Dave, Dave, you have the inspiration for that.
Fuck. Okay. All right.
Huge. Thank you.
Huge.
Hello.
Hey Murphy. Okay, let's get back into it. You guys were just starting to head off to the
Clovermoor.
Clovermoor. Thank you. As you start approaching Clovermoor, let me roll. Can somebody roll me a D100 first of all?
Not me.
Just
It's
one.
not me.
Yep.
Wait.
61.
61.
That's right.
Okie dokie.
I think we're about to get random encountered.
Hmm.
Everybody square up.
As you're walking down the street, you actually see an older man seems to be walking up towards you, like in the opposite direction. And as you pass him, well, first of all, do any of you guys do anything whilst this older guy is sort of like in travel clothes, carrying this very big backpack on his back, seems to kind of be buckling under the weight, but keeps plodding on, heading in the opposite direction as you guys.
Good day
He's not a
to you,
prime.
sir.
He's not prime mark. I ignore him.
You just ignore him.
I say good day. Good day, sir.
Oh, you say good day. As you say good day, he like turns to you and grabs you, like very, very hard, like his fingers dig into your arms. He looks
Okay,
you
I
directly
push
in the
him.
eyes. You try to push him off, and he just doesn't. Like his arms are attached to your arms, that they're fused now. He looks at you in the eyes and goes, "My rivers are dry. My forests have no trees. My towns are flat and empty, and my roads cannot be walked on. What am I?"
A map?
Sir?
Right, then Husker says a map, and then Thal says, "Sir?"
Yeah.
Map, sir, is what I
Oh,
said.
map,
That's
sir,
the full
okay.
sentence.
So you both said a map, and at the same time, he looks over at Husker and then over to Thal and goes, "Alright," and then lets go. Takes his backpack off his back, takes out a single brown paper bag and puts it on the ground, puts his backpack on and carries on walking.
Safe journeys. What the?
Okay. That was strange.
Not really.
That hurt my arm a little bit.
You'll be fine. That old man didn't wound you terribly.
You take a look inside
I-
the
In
bag.
the bag while they're like
Yeah.
talking about
While they're talking, you get down and you look inside the bag. It seems to be like a bottle. Kind of hard to see inside, but it seems to be giving off like a faint red glow. You pop it out. It seems to be a. Is there a healing potion below regular?
Minor?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's just a regular
It's
thing.
the smallest healing potion. I'll check what it is now. But yeah,
Oh.
I hand it to Gregor because he got poisoned earlier. Like of all of us, he's the most likely to need it. I just hand it over to him.
Well, thank you. I'll keep this handy just in case any of us need it. I picture those little tiny hot sauce bottles that you get
Kinda,
sometimes
yeah.
as novelties.
So-
Bad go.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you guys start approaching Clovermoor, you notice a few things. First of all, there seems to be a tower of smoke billowing from the town. First of all, probably something to bear in mind. Everyone roll perception checks.
It's on fire. 14.
13.
13,
10.
10,
11.
11.
Unless it's based on hearing.
Yeah, no, you notice that. So the 13 and the 14, you both noticed that, as of course, with its namesake, the moors around Clovermoor are filled with wild clover, though most of it from the town outwards seems to be wilting and disappearing. So sort of like a ring of wild clover has kind of appeared around the town that seems to be getting smaller and receding outwards from the center.
Okay.
So is this unusual to me?
Roll like a history check. See how much you know about Clovermore.
Can I pick some while he's thinking?
Yeah, sure.
Just nothing to do with this, just pick some. Put them in my book.
Okay. Oh, fuck. I goobered. Nope. I don't know shit.
No. What'd
I'm
you
a
roll?
dumbass. 4.
Yeah, no. You don't. And you think back and you're like, Clovermore. Yeah. And then you just keep going.
Yeah, fuck it, I don't remember. They all
It's a big
blend in.
tower of smoke, though, right?
Yeah, like a billowing pillar of smoke in the sky. As you guys draw near it, it sort of starts to calm down and like more turn into like a sort of like grey, like, you know, like smouldering smoke stack. Takes like an hour to get from where you first noticed it to where you are now.
Are we like in context? Or are we like pretty much at the?
Yeah, you're like at the gates at this point.
Okay.
Are the gates closed or open?
Well, gates. There isn't gates. There isn't walls. Clovermore once probably would have been a formidable bastion of safety. Throughout time has lacked resources, lacked men, just lacked everything to keep it going, and sort of has now turned into like lost its momentum and is just stayed as a small like a middling town, I guess you would call it, of people. No more than like 10-20 buildings throughout the entire town.
Okay.
One of which, as you enter into the threshold of the town, you notice has been recently burnt down and put out. There seems to be some sort of commotion, but most people receded back to whatever they were doing. A few children running around talking about the pillar of smoke in the sky.
Hey, little one, what happened here?
Oh, he's approaching the children. Great.
Like walks up and goes, "My mummy said don't talk to strangers."
Your mummy's very smart. Leave the kids alone, Gregor.
Right, fine. Okay, carry on, little one. I go to an adult.
You have a weird mouth.
You do kind of have a weird mouth.
Oh.
Wait. Me or
Yeah.
him? I point to Husker.
Oh well, he has a.
He also has a weird mouth.
Okay, you're being rude a bit. So
Words hurt, children.
go play. I find an adult. Whoever is
He
closest.
just sort of like walks up and the kid just looks up at them and leaves.
Can I give the kid a high five when we walk past?
Can I have an
Whose
adult?
whose kid is this? Whose kid is this? No, I know.
Children's unattended.
Excuse me, sir or madam. What happened?
You walk up to the only androgynous person in this village.
Or madam, I'm not sure.
No, probably who you would walk. Do you walk up to like the fire spot, like the spot where the fire
Okay,
was
yeah,
of the
I
building?
think so.
Okay.
Just pop in, yeah.
As you approach, most people like sort of move out of the way and leave. Like you're very obviously adventuring folk. You don't look like the normal people from around here. Besides maybe Briar, who of course doesn't look like the people around here, but also doesn't particularly look like an adventurer either.
I do have a bow and that's about it.
As you do approach, you do notice that there's a woman is probably the best you can place it, though very masculine build and stature. Stood there, short but maybe like about shoulder length brown hair that seems to be tied into like some sort of like ponytail at the back. Very fit for work. Very large scar going from the top right to the bottom left hand of the face, pretty much over the entire thing. Cutting through one of the eyes, which seems to be blind, as far as you can tell. Very, very masculine, but appealing features still, like a strong jaw, strong facial features, but still very beautiful. I would say, like very androgynous, I guess you would actually call them.
Okay.
Stands about 5'7", 5'8", from a good guess. Just generic, like, hempen cloth shirt, just like generic like traveler clothing, really.
Yes. Excuse me. Do you know what happened here?
Oh, not really. She sort of looks up at the fire and looks back at you. Sometimes it's just some kids that light fires. Like we don't know. It could be something more sinister, but we've only just put it out, so we haven't had time to really investigate it, to be honest. Oh, and she puts her hands on her side and then looks up at the fire. Looks up at the smoke again and then looks back down.
What stood here before?
Oh, this one was just a house.
Oh.
Oh, good.
It was an old one. It was abandoned. Luckily, so.
That's good.
It used to belong to the mayor of the town before he fucked off. How can I help you? They call me Zara.
Zara. Yes.
Where's the bar?
The bar. It'd be that way. The tower. They might have some room. They probably have some. They have some rooms open.
That's good. Zara, it's a pleasure to meet you. You said the mayor left. Did the mayor abscond from their duties?
It's kind of hard to be a mayor when you're not here, so I could say that, yeah.
I see.
I've been taking charge around here until he ever comes back or we decide to do something about it. It seems to be working out kind of fine.
Alright, well...
Is your little friend okay? She just points at
What's that?
Briar.
I don't know. Briar, are you okay? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. She sort of turns, she sort of leans into Gregor and
Yes?
Is she special? Should I be careful around her?
I don't know her very well, but I imagine she's everyone's special, yes? Kind of.
Hey, kid! And she pulls out something from her pocket and hands it out to you. She gives you a very shiny copper piece. Have fun.
Okay, right. Well, we will go to the inn now. I'm thinking about... I don't want to divulge anything really to this person just met. Should you, I don't know, need any help, let us know. We'll be at the inn. I say that generically, not thinking that she may ask us for help at all.
Gotcha. I might need something in the future, but not right now. Thanks.
Okay. I'm Gregor, by the way. Pleasure to meet you, Zara. Okay.
Sorry. Thanks. It's that way. It's actually that building right there. If you hurry on in and you tell them that I sent you, they might say hi. So chop.
Okay. I turn around and start walking towards the bar/inn.
I give her her copper piece back. My name is Briar. And I just awkwardly follow after Gregor.
She looks over the coin and then puts it back in her pocket. Okay. And you guys head to the tavern.
I'm already inside. I'm sat down by the time they're inside.
Okay. As you guys approach, the people who take notice would notice that the tavern is called the Fields of White.
Fields of White.
But as you enter, the place is empty apart from a few patrons, a few older men and women just sort of mulling around, drinking mostly alone. The entire town kind of feels like a ghost town up until this point. You haven't really seen that many people. Doesn't really even seem to be someone behind the counter either, right now.
Does anybody? What's the general mood of people here? I want to see if they're like sad.
Most people look pretty sad and downtrodden. Some people just seem like they turned up to do what they do every day. Like they're not particularly downtrodden. They're just in a routine.
Okay. I'll pull up my pan flute and play like a, I don't know, some old classic bar drinking song. To liven
Ragnar the Red.
everybody's mood.
Is it like really upbeat?
Yeah.
I put a hand on my head and I'm like trying to find a bar. Anybody, please.
After you say anybody, please, a few times, like an older, probably human man, tan skin, like approaches from like the back and is like, "Hey, how can I help you?
Hey. A drink? Anything?
Anything?"
What they're drinking. I point at the old timers.
He pulls out like a little flagon and fills up with like what you can imagine is generic ale, like the cheapest thing they have.
Precisely, yeah.
And then puts it on the table in front of you. I think it's a copper. He like looks down. Yeah, about that.
Oh, yeah. I got some loose coppers. Dip my beak right in it.
Anything for the rest of you?
I've got off and started dancing to Gregor.
Looks over at Thal.
Oh, fuck it. I join in with them as well. In the dancing.
Thanks.
Can I yell in between, like during a little quick break? Husker, can you grab me an ale? That would be so very nice of you.
You got a copper?
I do.
All right, give me another one.
I start doing like a full.
I take a sip out of his.
Full choreographed like folk dance with.
Right. First of all, Gregor, give me a performance check.
Okay, here we go. 16.
Okay. And then the people who are dancing can also give me a performance check.
Yes.
98 bottles of beer on the
Oh
wall.
my god, 11.
98 bottles of beer.
You Bella's missed this.
You're performing for like Sad Sax
You got
and
22.
Husker.
I'm about to say, Dave, you need to tell me what you rolled.
22.
There you go, 22. Okay. Yeah, Thal is like boogieing, like doing like a slight sway and like keeping in time with the beat, and you start that and then lose the beat and like nudge into him at the like wrong point and like fall over and like knock something off the table.
Seems right. Yep. I am a klutz, so it makes sense. I get up and keep going.
Okay.
Like I'm so used to falling over at this
How
point.
long do you guys stay here for?
We need
I
to
decide which one I like better, and then I give Gregor the other one. I feel like thoroughly tasting each
They're
one.
literally from the same cask. You're like,
Yeah, I know, but I've made my own personal choice about which one I like better, and then I give
Okay.
him the other one.
After I get tired of dancing, I eventually go over to I assume Husker and just kind of go like, we didn't ask anyone about caravans. We just came straight to the bar.
What did you want to ask?
Why, you were leaving to go somewhere, I assume, and they were trying to get to Citadel, so I just kind of assumed we all had places to go. I was hoping they might have caravans to do that.
Probably. This place. I was hoping it would be a bit more lively. Suppose I should head on to Elysia.
Are you not enjoying the entertainment? And I turn around and just look at Thal dancing to Gregor.
I roll my eyes back in my head.
No?
See the point in dancing right now?
Why? We survived.
Yes, but we don't know why. We don't
Yeah.
even know why we were targeted.
I mean, yeah, but also we're alive and nobody's here attacking us, so why can't we celebrate?
I'm not just eager to get on another caravan so have it happen again.
Oh, But
Did
you
he
need to
lay
get
low?
somewhere.
I don't need to get anywhere.
Oh,
You can do whatever you like.
I thought you were leaving to get. Why were you on a caravan then? To get away?
Just to... No, just to go.
I don't
Sometimes I get tired. Look, I gotta fly everywhere? Jeez.
No, I didn't mean you had what? I'm not being racist. I'm trying to say
You seem to be
like,
very good at it.
just people leave towns to go to other places. And normally they just stay in the town if they don't have somewhere to go.
You're very observant, aren't you, dear?
Yeah, we got on the same caravan.
So where were you going?
Away.
Away?
I look around, take Gregor's drink.
Maybe Gregor hasn't noticed that his drink has been drinking out of, and he
Oh,
takes
your
drink
drink.
like, they
Your drink is like a quarter full at this point.
Yeah, it's been pilfered by...
do
Both me and
really
Briar.
short pause here. Huh.
Yes, it's an epidemic. Dear, tell me... What's the deal with your brother? Your brother, you said?
Yeah, what do you mean what's the deal with him? He's a Dragonborn.
Yeah.
Oh, like why
And
we're
you-
related.
Yeah, can you explain that one to me?
Yeah, just adoption. That's all.
Eh?
Like we're both from an adoptive family. So I mean the mom is an elf, but she's not my mom, but she's my mom. If you know what I mean.
So what, you were part of a set? A collection?
Yeah,
Your parents picked up?
there's 5 of us? 6 of us?
Oh dear.
And I don't think any of us match.
Interesting.
Except I match the mom, but she's not my mom, but she's my mom.
Yes,
If
I
you
get
didn't
that, dear.
catch
Are
it
you a
the
little
first time.
simple? I tap her forehead.
No,
Are
I'm
you a
actually
little
very
simple, dear?
intelligent. I just like to have conversations.
Yeah.
I try to have fun. The reason I looked simple to her was because I was gobsmacked at how hot she was. But like, she was like, "Oh, you're a child. Here's a coin." And I was, "Oh, I'm not gonna think you're hot anymore."
How old are you?
18 to you, but like 100.
That doesn't... What?
So I've lived for 100 years, but I'm about the same as like a human 18-year-old. I've still got like my whole life ahead of me. So.
Okay. Please. Please leave me in peace.
Oh,
I can only deal with you in short bursts.
okay. I take. I like go to grab a drink and I'm like, I don't have one. I just walk away.
Yeah.
Go back over to Thal and like, he thinks I'm simple. Why does everyone think I'm simple?
They just don't know you yet.
I wind down the music playing, and I cut over to the group. That was some fine dancing, some of the best I've seen in a long time.
Thank you. I taught him everything he knows.
During that, by the way, a few people like
What
looked up
about
from
our
their drinks and like looked over and seemed to be in a bit better spirits. No one like got up and clapped or anything like that, but like people seem to have
Okay.
sort of been like reminded that they are alive and not just
Not dying.
not
Cool.
dying there. You know what I mean?
Gregor notices that and gets joy out of it.
Mark
So,
Lovejoy.
is this where we plan to stay this evening?
I don't know. Well, I asked Husker if we should go and find caravans because that's why we came here, and he said,
Right.
"I don't really want to get on a caravan because we just got taken from a caravan." And I was like, "That's kind of smart," but also I like
see.
we were heading places, and then he got confused about the idea of heading places. You know, he didn't.
I wasn't I'm overhearing this. Absolutely. I wasn't confused. Oh, Jesus.
And then
And, sir, what's with this we? There is no we. There is no we. Let's make that very clear right out the gate. I have no idea who any of you are. And I think you have something to do with why I was trapped underground, so we is out of the question.
Husker's payback for Korog.
That's correct. That's correct.
What?
I'm sorry, what are we
well,
doing here again?
That's correct.
Well, we still happen to be in each other's company, so we should try to make it as cordial as possible.
Grudgingly.
Yes, I see that.
Personally, I was very happy that you all were, as weird as it sounds, trapped with me, because I don't think I would have made it out on my own.
No, not with your dull eyes. Can you even see me in front of you now?
Trying to thank you.
Yeah? For what?
Feathered man, you should watch your beak.
You can watch it for me. Quite nice,
Yes.
isn't it?
I turn to a bar patron. Fair patron, would you by chance know where we might find a caravan of sorts that may take us to Citadel?
Like a guy, the random human guy sort of knocks up a bit like Daze. You can probably tell he's been drinking for quite a while, and he's like, "Alright, probably won't come around in the morning.
Is there a special station at which it stops?
No,
Or is
he
there
he
a-
just comes on through, and if anyone wants to get on it, then you walk up to him. It doesn't travel very fast. It's a caravan."
Right, that's fine. I put my hand on his shoulder. You take care, friend. I turn back. So I guess there's a caravan coming through tomorrow morning. We can jump on that, and Husker, you're welcome to join us or not. But if you're curious about the answers as to why we may have been locked underground, I believe those are in Citadel. Or at least, it's a good chance they may be.
At the very
Why
least.
do you think that?
Well, I mean, at the very least, your information on why you got locked up with us is probably with us, right?
But also, the letter that, you know.
I'm going to see if anyone heard us.
I mean, you guys talk about a lot, and no one really seems to pay attention.
to make sure. I'm like,
Okay.
we're good, guys.
We're good, guys.
We're good.
Alright, so, I guess we need to find a room. I look upstairs, because he has general knowledge that taverns usually have rooms upstairs to them. Do I see any rooms?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. I'll go to the barkeep if there's anyone there.
Yeah, sure.
Good sir.
Hey.
We would like, I guess. Wait, how much are 4 rooms
I mean,
for the night?
I only have 3 available, but
I see. Okay, so 3 rooms.
just for the night.
Just for the night, yes.
I guess I could call it like a gold. Each.
Gold. A gold each. That is a bit steep. How about a gold for all 3?
Rob, wait, why? Why would I do that for you?
It's 1 gold for each room is
Right.
quite a bit. That's premium lodging prices. This
Are you
doesn't
saying-
seem to be a premium lodging type of establishment.
Are you saying my rooms aren't premium lodging?
Hold on. I'm sure your rooms are quite nice, but this is no tourist destination. You see people lining up to rent your rooms? You're not going to get any business today if you don't give your business to us. I'm like patting on Gregor's shoulder, like I get where he's going, and I want to help him.
Roll persuasion with advantage, Gregor.
Will do. Persuasion. What's that? That is an 18.
Alright, I'll give you all 3 rooms for a gold and a half.
gold and a half.
Half a gold.
I'll give you a gold and a silver.
We could just not fill the rooms.
What if you play songs all night? Your patrons
Yes.
seem to enjoy it.
Then a gold and a silver.
Gold, a silver, and a song.
Songs.
Okay.
Plural. Very well.
Alright. I'll give you 3 songs.
5.
What's happening?
Fine.
Alright,
Alright,
alright.
I do have 15 gold, so I will change that to 14. And I'll break up a gold to give a silver. There you go. And it seems you pulled very little in an ale, so if you can just
No,
pop me an ale.
I poured you a full glass. You need to talk to your bird friend there and the one with the green hair.
Okay. So do you provide drinks for your entertainment? Do they get to have...
Oh yeah,
Drink.
totally. For a silver each.
Okay. Goodbye, sir. The room keys, please.
Goodbye, sir.
He reaches under the desk and I pulls out like 3 very wrought iron keys and just puts them on the
Okay.
table.
I grab them and I say, I'll be up in about 12 minutes. I have to finish these songs.
That makes
Snatch up
exactly 12 minutes.
Roughly 12. I think Gregor has a pretty good idea of how long his sets would be, depending on where he's performing. So he breaks out his pan flute and I don't know, sits down and starts singing.
I don't
And
know. What are you singing?
what am I singing? I'm singing.
Sing us a song now, Joe.
I'm
We're
singing
12
a song
minutes. Go.
Uninterrupted.
about war, about I don't know, standing tall as a hero. May the sword you
Sing us 12 minutes of uninterrupted studio quality music.
Sings the
studio
duration of
quality
American Pie.
music. Sure.
American Pie.
I sing, may the swords you swing strike true and strong. May the lives you live trudge on. May the joy you feel when blade enters skin be more beautiful than the dawn.
That wasn't bad.
You know what? You get,
Alright,
you
now
get
11 minutes and 30 seconds more.
yeah, exactly. You get the inspiration,
Nice.
Oh, tight.
which means that any one roll before the session ends, you can give yourself advantage.
Tight.
Yeah, that was pretty good freestyle.
Tight.
I sing
I-
the Song of Ragnar the Red.
Yeah, I had snatched up a key. It was just heading upstairs, but I actually got distracted by that. That was a good. You caught my attention by that song.
Nice.
And then you head upstairs
Okay.
when it's done.
But now I'm going to bed.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck you guys.
Head upstairs. So how are we doing the 3? Okay, so who went into which room? We only have 3 rooms.
Well, let's make this obvious. Husker walks into a room and locks the door behind him.
Precisely.
Right.
Yeah.
Son of a gun.
Son of a gun.
Which makes it easier because then it's either boys and a girl or it's siblings and a boy.
Yeah.
Oh
Right.
well. Yeah.
I would probably maybe if I could retcon that it would be that Briar should get her own room. I'm okay with that, unless
I've never had
I don't know if feels like the nice thing to do. Maybe Gregor would know what the nice thing to do would be.
Chivalrous.
Sure. So you just walk over and you
Okay.
give Briar one of the keys.
Am I going alone? Are you...
Yeah, if you'd like your own room, this might be a good idea. You know, if you'd like, unless you want to bunk up with your brother. Otherwise, you can have your own room and the big green boys could stay together in a room.
Green squad.
You're all green, to be fair. The only person
Okay.
that isn't green is Husker.
Holy shit! Yeah, there's no green supremacy happening.
Thal, what do you prefer? Because you don't know Gregor, but also he's a man.
I stand a little straighter.
I don't mind either way.
Ah, yes. I am a man.
Man, yes, yes.
Okay. Sure then. What time do we meet in the morning? What time are we having breakfast?
I'm up when the sun rises usually, so I'll take a look to see if the caravan is coming through then, and I'll wake you guys up if it is here.
Okay. I like awkwardly shuffle towards Thal and go like, hey. If we can get to the clovers at sunrise, you come.
Absolutely.
And then I get like really excited and start running upstairs. And then find it really hard to sleep all night because I've never slept in a room alone before.
Cool.
Oh.
You eventually fall
So I
asleep.
sort of just like curl up for an hour.
Oh, well, you're an elf, right? Full elf?
Yeah, just
You trance. Yeah.
staring at the wall.
Jesus.
You're like trance staring at the door.
Not creepy at all. Not weird.
Not at all.
In the room that Thal and I are in, what does the bed look like? It could take one of us over the other. Like, will one of us collapse the bed, and will one of us not?
There is one very large bed. It looks like maybe it could take the both of you, but you know, it couldn't take too much punishment, is all I'm saying. So you guys behave.
That is not what I mean. How's this? I pull out a coin. Heads, you get the bed. Tails, I do. Does that work?
Very well.
Okay.
Flip it.
I flip it.
As you flip the coin, who calls it? Who's calling what?
Oh, it's heads. Heads. Thal gets it. Tails. I get it.
Okay. As you look at the coin after it's done, you realize that one side has the head of a dragon, and the other side has the head of the king.
Ah.
Oh.
Well, which one does it land on?
It lands on the head of the dragon, so the head of the king is up.
So the head of the king is showing.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
Heads I
Okay.
win,
Well.
tails you lose.
Right. Right. I'm trying to discern this. I'm like, oh, looks like you got it. You get the bed. That's fine. So I.
Do I know what that coin looks like? Do I know
Yeah.
there's the head of a dragon on the other side?
Yeah.
You know what side's facing down. I think it's only fair that you get it.
All right. I give him a pillow from the bed if there's a pillow.
One single pillow.
Thank you kindly.
Yep.
Fight, boys.
I'll take out my bedroll.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Perfect.
Not comfortable sleeping, but more comfortable than the floor.
Oh,
Yes.
shit.
Here they come.
They're
It's
coming
the
to
caravan
guys.
going through town.
That's the horny police right there. You guys
Uh-oh.
leave room for Jesus in this room, okay?
I sleep as soundly as I can.
Does Gregor have a teddy
Oh.
bear? I really
Gregor
picture
does
Gregor having a
not.
teddy bear.
I don't believe he has a teddy bear now. He does not.
Aw.
We should get him
Why
one.
couldn't you pull that off the trinket table?
Instead he got poo.
Oh, right. I have
Got
that
fossilized.
coat.
Shit.
And then he got
I
rid of it
caught-
for an air conditioning cloak.
Yeah.
I carve little creatures out of wood. Maybe I have some of those in my bag. I
could
went out
also
on the
have
table.
toys.
Adorable. That's precious.
Okay. The night passes without incident. There is minor shouting and fighting outside nothing major. Like it's a few like little arguments, and then things dissipate. And the morning comes fine, as far as you can tell. Apart from that, you guys are all dead and in a parallel dimension where you all exist, but your names are switched around.
What?
Who's
Cool.
Briar?
Cool. Me.
Whoa.
No, the night passes fine, and you guys wake up the next day.
Okay,
As soon as the sun rises, I run out to the clovers and wait for Thal.
Okay.
Sit
And that would be like around sunrise too, wouldn't I?
Yeah,
yeah, same.
you all would be.
Yeah. Oh.
Right.
Looks like you are an early riser as well. I'm going to go see if there is a caravan approaching.
Caravan?
Alright. I'll head out to the fields.
I go to Husker's door and I bang on it. Bang, bang, bang. Time to get up. Then I walk downstairs.
With your rivalry forming her. Yeah, so you head downstairs and you head out. Husker, what do you do?
I come out shortly after that, and did Gregor go straight outside?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I come out like shortly after and immediately light up another cigarette.
Okay, once everyone's headed outside apart from Husker, I believe is just chilling inside, or do you also go outside?
Me, yeah, I'm outside.
Okay,
Like,
you go outside. You two head to the
clovers outside.
clover fields. Okay. Yeah, so you guys go ahead there. So Gregor is going looking for a caravan, right?
Yes.
You ask around and you find out that the caravan doesn't show up until like around like 10 a.m.
Oh, okay.
So you probably have some time to kill. But everyone, apart from Gregor, who's busy, can roll me a perception check.
Okay. 17.
17.
12.
12.
11.
11. Okay. The two in the field don't seem are probably a bit distracted as well. But Husker, you notice that the sky sort of dims a little bit. Even though sunrise has just happened, out of nowhere, thick, inky clouds seem to cover the sky.
I don't like that. Is there a way I can determine if that's... Yeah. This is nature, so right? If I want to determine if
If
that's
it's
just
natural.
a regular...
Yes, you
What?
can roll. You can roll a nature check to see if it's a natural event.
Here's the thing. I totally skimped on my intelligence, which is nature. So I'm a druid that knows jack shit about nature.
He's already a
Yeah.
bird. He
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
need
an
more.
8.
No,
That's
see
an 8.
the reason why you don't is because scholars know about like a fern is called something for floraris or whatever, and what it does and stuff like that. But you know how the trees feel. Okay.
Exactly.
You know how they vibe,
You
and
know
that's what's
that
important.
one
Yeah.
yellow flower is really good in
Yeah.
this one drink, you know.
Yeah. What did you roll for your nature?
8.
8.
8
Uh,
nature.
Even with 8, doesn't seem very natural, to be honest.
No, I wicked don't like that. Is it like super dark? Fuck.
Eventually, after a few minutes, it goes from being it goes from looking like sunrise to sunset.
Like
You
the
all
sun is
notice
reversed
this.
directions?
No, just these unnaturally black, almost dripping clouds just cover the entire sky.
Ew.
I'm gonna find Gregor.
Okay, you go run
I'm
find
instantly
Gregor.
nervous.
You two, what are you two doing in the covers?
So when Thal gets there, I do this very cringy mental health positivity thing where I start shouting out things that I'm thankful for, and I start dancing as the sun's rising through the flowers.
Cool.
And as I see him coming towards me, I just start shouting "And I'm thankful for you. Come here."
Oh.
And I start dancing around again, and then it starts getting
It
darker,
gets
and I'm
dark
like,
as soon as you say that.
not so thankful for that.
Me neither. What's going on there?
Can I do an arcana?
Sure.
To see if I can figure out if it's like a spell that I might know. 18.
No, it's not a spell that you would know.
But can I tell that it's magical?
It isn't natural.
Okay, but it might not be magical either.
It's most likely.
something-
If it's not natural,
As in,
probably manual.
not a
magical.
spell, like a learned spell. It might be
Probably
like
not a
magical
learned
effect
spell,
from
no.
something.
Yeah, it might be an effect instead.
Okay.
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 But as you're like not so thankful for that, you look up and you notice it feels like it's starting to rain.
We might have to take a, well, bad term, but raid check on the
Do you
dancing.
put your hand up?
Yeah.
As you do, on your hand drips like one of these drops of rain, and rather than water, it's like thick and oily black liquid. When you like touch it, it feels like tar. It's kind of like a little bit sticky.
Husker's gonna want to get inside. Real
I think we're all gonna want to get inside.
True, but he's got feathers. Let's go find him.
Back to Husker. Husker, you can easily find Gregor. The town isn't very large, and Gregor's just been walking around asking questions. But as you're about to make contact with him, you've noticed that these drips are also coming down. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, that's an natural 1.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
As you're running, you see Gregor and you like go to shout out for him. But as you do, boom, this drip of like tar, the size of like a sheep, like a small farmyard animal, hits the ground in front of you, sending you flying back. You take 6 points of damage and are knocked prone.
A whole lot of H points, baby. that's a lot.
Did I see him do that?
Yeah, you see and hear that.
Okay. Oh,
And you guys probably
tarred
do as well when you
yourself.
camera on the corner.
You seem to have tarred yourself. Let's get you inside. I try to help him up.
Okay.
Covered in this shit.
Yeah, you are like your wings are like matted together with very sticky hard tar. Something you
Ben,
also
you know what
notice. Something you also notice is these bigger blocks are coming down and more and more like becoming more frequent. It's just getting heavier and the blocks are just getting bigger.
Okay. I don't wanna get my hands dirty, so I wanna pick Husker up with Mage Hand. Can I do that? How?
It can only carry like 2 pounds.
Yeah, Mage
Oh,
Hand is
okay.
not. Yeah.
Okay, then what I do is I will reluctantly like pick him up as much as possible, or to help him walk if he cannot, and
Okay.
I have Mage Hand above my head like a umbrella
Okay.
as we go back to wherever the tavern, I guess.
The two greenies, well, not 2 greenies, the siblings. Siblings, roll me a dex save as you enter town, and you get threatened to be crushed by one of these things as well. 7, nice.
Uh-oh.
8, nice. You both
Fuck.
take 8 points of bludgeoning damage and are also knocked prone.
Like,
Is there one that's falling nearby but not on top of us by any chance?
Sure.
Can I attempt to cast magic missile at it to see if I can split it apart?
Is that force damage?
Yes, I think so.
Yes, and it can't miss.
Can't miss.
So as you're laying on the ground, you look up and you fire it off, and as you hit it, it does seem to burst, and this tar seems to be more tar inside of it than is feasibly possible.
Right.
Blankets an entire side of the town.
Cool, so I just burst a bubble of
Wow.
tar, basically.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay, I watch that happen and go, okay, so I can't disperse them. Let's go!
What's
I
everyone's
take out my shield and use it as like an umbrella, and I gesture for her to come in under it.
Awesome. What's everyone's passive perception?
Not that
16.
16,
14.
14,
12.
12, okay. For 16, there was 16, right? 16, and 14. You both hear in the very distance.
What the fuck is that?
Are we undercover? Is he
Yeah, sure.
undercover?
Everyone can be undercover at this point.
Are we under the same cover?
Yes.
Okay, for easiness of talking
Just
to
for
each other.
easiness sake. And you can all hear that noise even louder as you notice this huge, colossal, feathered dragon approach where you are and just breathe a torrent of fire forwards, which as these oil parcels pass through it, ignite into flame, and as they hit the ground, like napalm strikes cover the entire area in flame.
This is
golly.
the big guy with the red, right?
Yep.
We're
Okay, just making
numb.
sure.
We're in Nam!
Back in numb. Man, can't go back.
Okay, we need to go inside, maybe? Can we be outside of the tavern?
Yeah, you're outside the tavern. One last thing,
Okay.
as you guys are about to head inside, the feathered dragon twirls in like a torrent and flies up in the air until it's silhouetted by its own fire as it spins upwards in the air. And in that moment, you feel the very ground below you shake and crack as the entire town that you're stood in sinks a few feet below the surface as you guys feel yourselves slowly fall into what you can imagine is the planet's crust as you all wake up.
Do we all wake up? In the tavern?
In the tavern.
Okay.
Okay, my feathers.
Okay,
I confused.
did the same... Was it a dream? Was this a dream? Do I look at my...
You're in the room alone. Well, you're in the room with Thal.
Yeah.
Oh. I see. Is Thal awake? Thal's awake.
Yes.
Did you just have a nightmare, Thal?
Yeah, now that you mention it.
Okay. Did you dream that there was a large feathered dragon and oily bits all around town?
Yeah, the sky turned inky and suddenly started raining tar. Briar tried to burst one, covered the whole side of town, and then the thing
Okay.
went down and the whole thing went up in flames.
Okay. I'm going to check to make sure everyone else is okay. I knock on whoever's next to us. I guess that would be Briar.
Okay.
Briar?
Pause there for a second. Briar, when you wake up, you obviously have had the same nightmare, but when you, getting yourself ready to leave, you notice that the fingers that were stained black, like the fingertips that were stained black by the blood
Stuff,
tar
yeah.
stuff that you touched in the thing, has spread up the fingers to about your, mid knuckle. I don't know what that's called.
Mid knuckle's good.
Yeah, like that.
That's what you get. That's what you get for touching slime.
I tuck it underneath my jacket and then start to head to go meet Thal outside in the Cloverfield again. But I assume I get interrupted by Gregor coming in.
Yes, as you're about to open
so
the
I
door,
open it into his face.
Gregor goes,
Oh, sorry. Are you okay? Did you have there was a... Thal and I had this weird dream. Did you have a weird dream?
Are you sure? What was your dream?
There were oily bits falling from the sky, and then a dragon with feathers on it, and then a lot of fire, and then the city sank a bit.
Yes, I had the same dream. It was like this big kind of dragony creature, but with feathers, right?
Right, yes. And it's... do I notice, the oily
She's
bits
hiding it, I
on
believe,
Briar?
Yeah, I have it underneath my jacket, but I
hide it.
have one hand just
yeah,
under my jacket.
she has one hand in her jacket, but you don't see the oily bits.
Okay, got it. Okay, I wonder how Husker is doing. Do I hear if Husker is rustling around in the room?
You, tick,
Ears
tick, tick,
screech.
tick. The door slams open. Yup. Bird. Dreams. Full art. Fire.
Dark dreams.
Yeah.
Yes, we all seem to have had that.
Okay.
Can I look over the banister and see if there's anybody in the bar that may have I don't know, passed out. And was
No,
there the whole
they
night?
just seem to be like whistling as he comes out of the kitchen, like wiping his hands together. Seems to be the guy who served you the night before.
Oh. Sir, are you alright? Is
Aye, why wouldn't I be?
everything good?
Are you want
Okay.
breakfast?
Perhaps, we'll get back to you about that.
Aye. Alright. He sort of turns back and walks back into the kitchen.
Alright. In my dream, I was told that there was a caravan that would arrive around 10. I'm going to, or when the sun gets about there,
Yeah.
I'm going to go and see if I could confirm that with anyone that is around, but I guess keep your heads on a swivel. Dunno.
Is that a bird joke?
No.
mood.
It is not a bird joke. Though owls can swivel their heads almost all the way around. Can you do that? Just about. Okay. I go downstairs.
Unseen. Yeah, you wanna go out and go find the same person that you asked the day the night before, the sleep.
I
boy.
suppose maybe if I could find someone closer. I don't want to leave the area of the tavern, just in case we need shelter quickly.
Okay. Yeah, you could the best answer you get from just like a random person is a couple hours.
Okay. Which kind of jives with what I was told before, which worries Gregor because so far this dream is happening as as it's happened.
You guys want to have breakfast? I didn't have breakfast in my dream.
Are you outside as well, or was it just Gregor the one outside?
Gregor left, and I haven't left yet.
Okay.
Do you want to?
I immediately head back to the bar though after
Okay.
I find that out.
Might break the cycle.
Caravan will be here in a couple hours, so that's kind of around the time that I remember from the dream. So perhaps we should stick together here.
Yeah, let's have breakfast, and then
Lovely.
maybe we can just leave. Maybe we can just leave.
Yeah, that's fine by me.
Maybe we go. We just walk to Citadel.
It will be a long walk, but maybe if the caravan runs into us, not physically, but we can hitch a ride.
That would be really convenient, and also would mean we'd avoid big dragon bird.
Yes. Good, sir. Eggs and meat. Do you have that?
Any meat will do.
When he says eggs, I glance at Husker really quickly and then look at the ground.
Oh. I didn't even think about. Oh, I'm sorry, Husker. Meat is fine. Maybe some tomatoes as well.
I'm also made of meat. Did
Yes.
you think about that?
It's a
Yes.
vegetarian.
As am I.
he like pokes the guy pokes out and goes, yeah,
We only have nuts.
we only have pigeon.
Pigeon.
That might be a problem for you, Yeah.
Husker.
I eat pigeon.
You eat pigeon?
It's delicious, really.
Cool, alright. He walks back
You
in.
think I wouldn't?
I mean, yeah.
That's presumptuous of you, isn't it?
Aye, yeah, it is. I'm sorry for worrying about making you be a cannibal. Fuck me, I guess.
I'm not a pigeon.
He walks back in and just, right, fuck me, I guess. I'm sorry. I won't bear that in mind in the future. Right?
I'm not a pigeon.
I'm not a pigeon.
Not
Delicious pigeon.
a pigeon.
He comes back out maybe like
Bird
10
man.
minutes later with a couple pigeon breasts
Mhm.
ready for the eating.
And Briar the whole time has her hand like, yeah.
Yeah.
But I am ambidextrous, so I just eat with the other hand.
Okay.
That's that gets obviously suspicious at some point.
I mean, like you guys don't, you guys haven't really seen it eat in general. Like she could just be cold. You could just be like,
Right.
and like eating with the other hand.
If someone performed every action with one hand,
I
greatly
mean,
hidden
yeah,
away.
it's up to you. I'm gonna.
So please team up to me then.
Yeah, you at the very
I
least
mean,
should catch
might-
something weird about that.
Maybe hiding an item, or maybe a present. Who knows?
I mean,
It's a gift.
good luck, guys. I don't care.
It's a gift.
But a few minutes after you guys start eating, bursting through the door, not particularly bursting, but walking through the door, is Zara. She like looks around, she goes, oh, it was Briar. Briar, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Alright, and your friends, that's... I forgot who told... I just remember your name because I felt like I insulted you. What's everyone's names again?
I'm Gregor.
Gregor, alright. What about you, It just shashes at Husker.
Doesn't matter. I'm
Alright.
just eating pigeon. I'm just way rough.
That's Husker.
Right.
You speak for me? Since when?
Husker, Gregor,
Thal.
Briar, and Thal. Right.
Thal.
I was wondering if you could actually do me a job today. I can't pay much, but I can pay something. Is that alright?
Much.
What's the job?
Which question should I answer first?
How much?
What's the job?
I just point at Briar and Gregor.
The job is, I just want to take a cart full of supplies to Citadel.
I look at the group.
That works.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yes.
How much?
Oh, what? Yeah. Okay, that's a good one.
I don't know, what do you guys want? I guess I can't give a bunch, but...
50 gold.
What is she wearing?
She's wearing,
Traveler's clothes.
yeah, just like very basic traveler's clothes.
Any accessories? Any?
She wears a symbol of the Raven Queen around her neck.
What?
Oh, dang.
Holy shit! I want your necklace.
No.
No.
No,
Why
that's been in my family for like longer than they existed.
I let it go.
Sorry though, I can get, would you say 50 gold, is that alright? Is that what you want? I can't really afford that. How many? 4 of you. How about like 10 gold each?
It's quite a lot.
I guess, yeah. I whisper, well, it gets us to Citadel. We don't have to walk. Might as well.
Walking was never on the table. Just saying.
Okay.
That's so rude.
Right. Well, for you, because you can fly. Yes, 10 gold apiece is fine.
Fucking hell.
Walking was never on the table.
Walking was
What would we be hauling?
supplies.
Okay. Can we look at the supplies? Or is it a situation where we should not look?
You're getting paid to escort, not to look.
All right.
That's
Okay,
suspicious.
fine. Okay, so where is this cart of supplies?
I'll bring it around to the front when you're ready to leave.
I'm inciting that shit.
What are you inciting? What are you trying to find out?
When he asked, "What are we transporting?" and she's like, "Supplies. Don't worry about it."
Okay.
Insight. That's a 24.
Ooh.
You
I'm
are
wise as hell.
you are indeed transporting supplies.
God damn it.
But for
Why'd you say it so goddamn suspicious, Josh? You tricked me.
Bamboozled.
There is no need to trick.
Lose them.
You don't know what the supplies are still. They could be supplies for world domination.
Supplies for Nico.
Right.
Yeah, so when are you guys heading out?
After breakfast.
Yeah, most likely after breakfast. Wait, who do we deliver these to?
Stable master. Also leave the horse there with him.
Alright. Is it a good horse?
It's a horse.
Alright.
Really, what else is there to say?
Yes.
It walks and it isn't dead. So
It's a damn good horse.
it's a
That's
damn,
a
good horse.
Yes.
Right. Anyway, yeah. So you want it? You want the job? Right.
Yeah.
If you fuck this up, by the way, I'll be very annoyed.
What happens when you're annoyed?
I'll just get angry.
What happens when you get angry?
I hunt birds.
Gregor laughs. That was a good one. I like that.
Right. I'll bring you around in a second.
Okay.
Enjoy your breakfast.
Nom 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 nom.
She falls back out of the door, like smells like, and then turns around and walks outside and around.
Whoa.
Just finger gun us?
She's so cool.
Really?
Yes.
Suppose.
I hope
you
up on a
think
bar
so?
stool. Very much so. Where is my pigeon?
There's 2 pigeon breasts right ahead of you,
I'll start you.
like tiny little livers.
Yeah,
love
not
it.
much meat on those bad boys. They're very small.
I just think about playing them to a syringe in my mouth.
Nice.
Yeah, really. Yeah, that about does it.
A few minutes later, you hear like the clopping of horsey footsteps outside.
Horsey footsteps.
Of a very adequate horse.
A very
A good horse.
good
Still
horse.
alive.
Still
Acceptable
alive
horse.
and can walk.
So it's a good horse.
It's a good horse.
2 criteria for good horse.
Can any of you ride a horse? Like, control a horse and cart?
Oh, well, I mean, if the horse is already trained,
If the horse can walk, that isn't dead.
Be a horse.
or if it's, do I have? I mean, I don't have any vehicle operation. I don't know.
Gregor reading his own character sheet.
It's
Like, so the journal, like, can I?
Can I do that?
I mean, I've ridden a horse.
Memory loss.
Sure.
It's everything.
There's a difference between riding a horse and driving a horse.
Correct.
Are you good with animals, at least? Like, do animals like you?
Animals. I think we'll be fine.
I mean, I know you can be them, but, like, do they like you? It's different.
I know them. I understand them.
That's
But
good.
do they like you?
Do you speak horse, Husker?
If I wish.
Wow.
I wish.
Okay,
What
so I think we'll be
horse-
fine.
What's horse language like?
Mm-hmm.
Seeing a
heard that.
bird neigh
there-
is the wildest thing.
Are there more intricacies?
Beak opens, goes, no.
Log that one away for future use.
Oh, I mean, sure. Nay. What did I say?
Translated, it's like, I'm gonna ruin your bloodline.
Yes, that was actually a very rude curse that you just said. Not repeat it. Do not let the horse hear you say that. You best leave this to me. Actually,
Okay, I will.
you will offend the horse.
I
Each and
will.
every one of you.
I just won't speak horse. I've not learned it
Good.
yet.
It's insulting to try.
But how does one learn it
Go-
then?
There's a community college
Where?
2-year program.
Where's the community
Community
college for
college.
horse? Horse
Learning
language.
horse.
Dayton, Ohio. It's kind of a long drive.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Ah, yes. The realm of
Oh,
USA.
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 I'll go outside and say, "Hello, horse."
Just in common.
Just in common, nothing.
Riding horse.
I want to give it a pet on its head.
You pet on its head. It's like a Shetland. It's probably the best way to describe it. So those little fluffy feet.
The short ones.
It's a pony.
Oh no. Okay.
Brought us a pony.
He's gonna be tired.
Carry
It's a little pony. It's got little fluffy feet.
I want to. She's there, right? She brought us the horse.
Yeah.
I want to ask her again. So, is there any special considerations we have to take with the supplies? You don't seem to be telling us exactly what it is.
Don't break them.
Don't break. Well, what happened if we break them?
Then I'll come get my money back.
I cast detect thoughts.
Okay.
Thoughts.
You get to hear her most forward front thoughts, right?
Yeah. So I'm asking her about the supplies. What is the nature of the supplies? And I'm reading her shallow thoughts.
Her shallow thoughts are... Damn. Would they just take these supplies already?
It's a way to get out of it. Very good.
I was trying to get out of it. I'm trying to think, like, they're her... In that moment, they're her thought... Like, you can maintain concentration for a while, right? And keep reading her thoughts?
It's the asset nature, so I don't know particularly how it works.
Sure, yeah, let's just say
that's
so.
not an innate druid spell. That is an asset.
If you spend a bit of time just trying to like lead her to saying what they are, she just thinks of like it's just generic like rope and bedrolls and clothing and food and stuff. It's just generic supplies.
I am satisfied. Okay, we'll take our supplies.
Thanks.
I get up on the cart. What's the seating arrangement like? How do we?
There is enough room for 2 people at the front, and that is it.
Oh. So, I guess some
I'll walk
folks
on
will
the
be. Wait, what was that, Thal?
I don't think I can sit in the front at least. Not if you're up there too.
Yeah, I might. I am rather large for that front area. Maybe we could just find room in the cart itself. Is there room to sit amongst the supplies?
I mean, maybe if you like move them around and stuff.
Cool. I do that.
Okay.
Briar.
Who's driving it?
You.
Need a seat.
Yes. What was that?
I also said who's driving it by. I assume it's Briar and Husker. So.
Yeah.
I don't need a seat.
Husker's riding, or at least controlling the cart, I assume.
No,
In
I'm
some
flying.
degree, yeah.
I'm making it very clear. I'm not getting on the cart. I'm flying overhead.
But I'll be in the front.
Okay, so you're
Yeah.
driving the car then.
I guess so.
Okay. Yeah. It's very tiring to fly
Immediately-
everywhere, but like.
Hey, I'm a big. I know how
Yeah,
to fly
you do
long
you.
distances. That's all Aarakocra do in the
Yeah,
plane of air.
totally.
You fly around for like
Just
no
fly
fucking reason.
everywhere. Yeah, so you guys start heading off towards Citadel.
Citadel, yeah.
Anything you guys want to do along the way?
We
I
have
want
to go
to
through.
super look at the supplies.
Yeah, where are we go?
We have to go through a forest to get to Citadel.
After I talked to her, I definitely kind of did a little. It's like
What?
just regular old supplies. Like it's fine.
Oh, okay.
It's cool. It's
Oh, alright.
just like
Are
whatever.
there any seals, like royal seals in the supplies? Is there any identifiable marker?
No, no seals.
Okay.
Doesn't really. It just seems like I said. Just seems to be very generic supplies. Unfortunately.
Okay, pretty good.
Somebody roll me 100.
Huh?
Somebody roll me a
hundo?
D1 hundo.
All
I
right.
did the last one.
98.
Ooh.
I think.
For reference, it's like 54 hour journey. If we're going by the
Nice.
dots.
Is it really?
Nice. Have fun, guys.
Fun.
Well, on the first
Shout out to
day,
you for counting the dots.
on the first day, as you guys are traveling, there's like you notice on the side of the road, there seems to be a tiefling man, in Renaissance era, probably is the easiest way to describe it, like suit, like with tails and a top hat with 2 holes cut in it with his spiraling horns flowing out. And he looks up at you and goes, "Ah, travelers, I assume."
I
I
guess.
talked to the last one and got clawed by an old man, so one of you can speak with them.
I guess we count as travelers. We are traveling.
One moment. And he puts his hand out towards you.
Careful.
Briar.
Not bad. I check to see if I have a name tag. I like look at my book and like, is my name sticking out? Okay, what's his name? And I gesture to Gregor in the back.
Gregor. Yes.
Are you a seer?
Perhaps, and then we have... You're more difficult, as he points at Husker.
Let's not play this game. I know your trick. You're a con man.
Am I?
Let us leave him.
I think you all need to repent for your sins.
Huh?
Excuse me?
What sins?
You're pretty clean. He points at Gregor. You're fine. You. As he points at Blair.
Blair?
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 Dang.
Briar. You have quite a bit of blood on your hands, don't you?
No, never. I've never.
Your hands are spotless, are they?
Mm-hmm.
Show them.
Why would I do that?
I thought so. And you, mysterious one, you've seen a lot more death than you like to admit to, haven't you?
Were you gesturing towards?
Yeah.
I told you I don't want this. Whatever you're selling, we don't want it.
I'm not selling anything. I'm trying to tell you that the end is coming, and you should probably make recompense with whatever god you follow before it arrives.
Not interested in your religion, your doomsday cult. Move along.
How do you know our names?
Trick. It's a con man trick.
But how?
There's many ways to know.
Like?
There's
Yeah?
ways to guess. He could know us from some other thing now.
Well, yeah, that's what
Seen
I'm
us
trying to
along the
figure
way.
out.
Is he reading our minds?
No.
Are you reading
he's
our
not.
mind?
No, he's not. It's a trick. It's a con man's trick. I know it well.
Okay.
How do you
Well,
know?
perhaps
Well-
we should carry on then.
He hasn't done everyone, so he's simply 3 for 4.
It's very
I prove himself
strange
to
that
be a
you
hack
say this.
with his
It's
last one.
fine. It's fine. I will move on as I have been instructed to. Just remember that the world is always in a state of ebb and flow.
Right.
He nods once and then starts walking down the street.
Thanks for the warning.
I cast detect magic on him as he walks away.
Okay. You cast detect magic. I assume you just cast it as a spell and not as a ritual.
Yeah, just a spell.
Very magical.
Like inherently
Just inherently magical.
very magical.
Doesn't seem to be casting any spells though.
Really? Not at this moment?
At this moment, no. There's no active spells in the area.
Okay.
And that marks around dusk. So you guys probably bed down soon, unless you want to go through the night.
Do we want to go through the night, or do we want to rest?
It's probably not the safest to go through the night, but
Oh, we
I do have night vision, or dark vision.
Just because I can sleep a short while and then I could keep us going, but if you guys all need to sleep. Can you sleep flying?
Good question.
If I wished.
You can? Oh, that makes things easier.
It's amazing.
And then one of you could sit in, like Gregor, you could sit in the front with me.
He just goes in a straight line though.
And then, no, we would go really,
Yeah.
it wouldn't work, because then we'd need to get Thal in the back, which would make the whole cart kind of come to a halt.
Right.
Yeah, I guess
I
we
could
just
simply
have to
stay
go.
up.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it's not fair.
If I'm offering.
It's still not fair.
I've slept sitting up before, so if you take 4 hours, Briar, I can sit up front with you and sleep the rest of the journey. And Thal, you can lay down in the cart. I guess we have to move some stuff around. And Husker, if you can sleep when you fly, that's outstanding. Then we just do that. Did that make sense? What I said?
Kind of, but no.
Rarely ever.
Okay.
It made sense, but it's the same situation I just described, where like Thal will be too heavy for the cart if you're sitting on it and I'm sitting on it and Thal's in the back.
If any of you could form a coherent thought, it would be quite amazing.
Perhaps we just rest then for 4 hours. I don't need a full night. I'll just be tired.
We can
We
also
can just continue.
pull over. We don't have to go through the night. I was just trying to get there faster.
Fair enough. Yeah, we can set up camp.
Are you guys comfortable sleeping in the forest?
Sure,
Cool.
I could do that.
I'll still probably, if I go to sleep first and somebody else takes a watch while I sleep, I can then watch the cart for the rest of the night while you guys are, getting your rest.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't want to lose any of the supplies. So.
Right. I could take the first watch.
I think we might need 2 watches and then I can do the last 2.
Okay.
So, 2 of you will need to swap out. If you want to get full rests, that is. I mean, if you don't
So-
care, then.
I'll take second.
Perfect.
How
And then I'll
generous.
take the last 2. And I
Okay.
pull us off to the side a bit and start setting up camp.
Okay, cool, good. Then I think it's time for another quick break.
This will be a longer break, right? Because we make dinner and stuff.
I thought we were ending at 8. Is that, am I incorrect?
Dinner break was at 6.
Or was it 6?
Yes.
Oh, then yeah, longer break now then. My bad. I thought it was 8 for some
It's
reason.
okay. And then we finish at 10.
Mm-hmm.